What's good, people? What's good? What's good? What's good? Do my roll call in a minute. Just give me 1 minute. I just need y'all to get the lights up. We're gonna go in today. We're gonna go in today, peoples. I'm do my roll call. I'm do my roll call. See who's in the building. See how y'all doing today. I want y'all to represent y'all cities today, man. Represent y'all cities. There's a lot of wickedness going on. A lot of wickedness. I want y'all to rep y'all city, man. Rep y'all city, boy. Rep y'all city. Rep y'all city. See you all in the building. Let's get the likes up. It's roll call time, man. Rep your city, man. Rep your city. We got Al Welcome Down, Steve Holler, Gregory Brown, Search and Destroy, Raw Blog News, Preach, Jay Riddick, Angie Bernard, Tony Martinez, Stunner, Dennis, 6887. Who else? We got See You Later, Sammy the Man, Cleotis, Too Tall. We got LA is in the building. We got Kansas City in the building. What else we got? Phoenix, Arizona in the building. DC Go Hard is in the building. Greensville, South Carolina in the building. We got Nike Mark in the building. We got Pearl, Arizona. Carl Brown is in the building. My boy Nike Marks, I've been waiting on this live, man. I appreciate that, man. You don't know how that make me feel, man. That make me feel, man. Who else? We got Los Angeles. We got Texas in the building. Ashima Brown, longtime subscriber, is in the building. Dominique Fizz 5 is in the building. St. Louis is in the building. Sammy the Man 323 is in the building. Let's get the likes up. We got 33 likes and we got 44 people in here. Let's get the likes up, man. This is our holiday. Yo, you know what's crazy? People love trade deadline season, man. I bet everybody right now stays on. What's y'all? I want y'all also, my boy Nike Marks, I rock with you, Rain. I rock with you too, bro. You know how we do. What's y'all source of income? That's not income. My bad. What's y'all source of resource? Hold up. I might be saying it wrong. But what's your go-to for the news to break? Like I'm on Twitter more now than before, like to see the news break. What is your go-to? Utah trade, Utah and Chicago, Charlotte, Beverly Hills, man. Come on, we got Beverly Hill Cop in the building. Yeah, Beverly Hill Cop in the building. Twitter. He said Twitter. Everybody said Twitter. Yeah, Twitter, right? Yeah, Twitter's real time. Yeah. Twitter is my go-to also. He said he want the Bulls. Stunner, what Bulls trade you talking about? Gregory Brown said the Hornets and Toronto trade. Twitter, yeah. So Twitter. I want to ask y'all this: do y'all follow more like insiders around this time of year? Like, put me on some insiders, cause I don't really follow. I follow Woj and Sam, and he say turn on the notifications. Fresno, California is in the building. Tamar is in the building. Put me on a good source, man, so I can follow on Twitter. Is it DeMar DeRozan, Kobe White, and Pat Williams? That's a rumor right there. I'm gonna let y'all up. He said I follow Woj and Sham. Okay. Post game. What up, bro? Chris Haynes. Okay, I got him already. Um, Cop Killer is in the building. He said fastest is Twitter. Yeah, yeah. Flex from Jersey and John Gagamar from Phoenix, Suns insiders. Johan, I think I followed him. Johan. I never heard of he said the Raptors rush 2 picks for Trent. VanVleet Bulls rush 2 picks for uh that is that being discussed? I need some of you guys to come up here. I need some of you guys to come up here. He said, would I give 2 first-round picks for Anunoby stay hurt? I don't know if I'm doing that for one player though. I don't know, especially like him. I don't know. I'm not knocking him, but how much a difference he going? Yeah, he could probably play some defense, but I don't know. I don't think I 2 unprotected picks for Anunoby. He stay hurt. Kings talk is in the building. Lakers 24 Kings. He said, Kareem, would you give up 2 first-round pick? Oh, I just read that. I don't know, man. He said, I heard from Ticket that Charlotte and the Lakers. I don't know about their discussions heavy. I know they talk. I don't know about heavy. When it's heavy discussions, there's a difference between discussions and heavy discussions. Heavy discussions when shit is like damn near done, like it's kind of agreed upon with teams, and now we're just the little like throw-ins. That's heavy. The heavy discussions when the framework is done and everybody agrees, and then you have to throw in like salary fillers. Like, all right, let me give you a minimum guy. All right, I'm not gonna give you Austin Reeves, but I give you Juan Castano. You know what I'm saying? I may have to give you yeah, like that. A throw in. Those be when it's heavy discussion or something coming that way. Or I may give you cash considerations, or we're gonna do a pick swap from a second round pick. But players in the most of the framework is pretty much done. And heavy discussions also, like saying one of the guys is a pending free agent. Like we agree upon, and then the team give you permission to talk to let's say for instance a guy like Gary Trent, where they go, all right, you could talk to Trent agent, and Trent agent, oh, we gonna yeah, we could work out a deal. Yeah, we looking around this number. This is our ballpark number here, and this that. That's when it's heavy. That's when it's heavy. When it's like that Knicks and Laker and Toronto trade last year was heavy. it was done. And they were just working out the formality, and the Knicks asked for. They asked for, I think, they asked for some crazy shit at the last minute. The South jury was mad. We got Zulu Nations and a donation. He said, "What's good? Need to get that pumper, Terry and Gordon. That would be lovely. Stay blessed, Rain. Love and shout out. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Mr. 221 in the building. We got JoJo in the building. We got Dre Jones in the building. Who you think getting Cam Reddish? I'm not sure, but I made a bet that he's going. I think he's going to be on another team. Loco, so who going to save the Lakers? I'm about to drop the link for you guys to come through. How many likes I got? Oh, you see me, Plumlee. Yeah, you can't threw me off. 7 Day Sports Pod is in the building. Yeah, Knicks did some. Yeah, they did some. It came. It was weird. It was done. That thing was done with THT, Cam Reddish, and I believe Chris Boucher. It was done. The Knicks did some weird shit last year. 71 likes. I got 71 likes. And I got 74 people. Tell me that ain't so. Cash King in the building. What's good? That would be like a kind of career high. That many likes with that. Oh, that more. Okay. 38 likes. All right, come on. Oh, Angie said 52. Oh, that's enough. We got Bree Love is in the building. Now we're going to, I'm going to drop the link. Come on, y'all guys got to come through, man. Darren Gordon, what up, bro? He said the Raptors want an unprotected first and 2 good seconds and matching salary for Trent. They saying that for the Lakers or any team, Greg? He said Lakers got to hop on that deal. Unprotected first and 2 good second round picks. Like I don't think no team gonna give him that. I'm gonna be honest. That's kind of steep if you think about it, because one, he's gonna be a free agent. So that's nobody gonna do that. You said Lakers gotta hop on that deal. You can't say that, because I'm gonna say, I ain't saying just the Lakers, I'm saying any team. So he makes $17 million, right? Now you giving up a good, a solid player 9 times. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. All right, yeah, I do that. I definitely give him 2 good second round picks or first round pick. I thought it was like 2 good second round picks plus a first and a matching salary. Because this thing, a person at that salary is pretty much decent. You're getting a decent player. So you got a decent player, then a first and 2 good. Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely do that. Truth over facts. What's good, bro? He said, Zulu Nation saying, Terry Rozier, Gordon, Plumlee for 2 picks, Pat and Rudd. I wouldn't do. Hell no, I wouldn't do that. I know for a fact that's not being discussed. Because number one, Gordon Hayward looking like trash, stay hurt. Plumlee not that good. You know what I'm saying? And Terry Rozier, nah. And 2 picks. I know Lakers ain't. I doubt that. Sherry, what up, Sherry? Butt Kicker, what up? Ray Quan, what's good? He said, heard talking to, yeah, but I doubt if it's that. Like, they not getting nothing out of it. 7 Day Sports Pod, what's good, bro? He said Lakers will do a deal. They are leaking the Charlotte deal to backdoor the Clippers. Gary Trent. Look out for Fred. What you mean by that, bro? What you mean by they backdoor the Clippers? Come up, bro. I sworn I dropped the link. So many. Greg Brown, give up a first on what deal, Greg Brown? You saying Gordon on the right team will bubble? I hate when people say that about veteran players. That's something you say about a THT. Or THT will bubble on the right team. Gordon Hayward makes too much money. I don't want to hear a player that making $30 million. He'll do right on a certain team. I don't want to hear that. He been hurt. He ain't been playing like he play like shit. He been hurt and playing like shit. So to say that don't move well with me. That don't move well with me. He will bubble on the right team. You make $30 million. You make $30 million, you should be able. You're supposed to play on all 30 teams, man. If you getting $30 million, you're supposed to be able to ball on all 30 teams. Now, play like THT and them guys like that, yeah, certain teams, they might need a good fit in. I would understand it a little more. He got a bunch of guys that's playing ahead of him. I want to hear that guy making $30 million, he'll ball on a certain team. He looking like trash now. Oubre, Plumlee, and Rozier. I'm not. Yeah, Greg. One first. Oh, this would be the best deal right here. 7 Day Sports Pod. Respond back because I don't know what you mean by because he said backdoor the Clippers and Gary Trent. Can you be a little clear on that? Andrew said, I honestly don't want Gordon Hayward look like trash. Like, I don't know what's the obsession with people with Gordon Hayward. People think he gonna go to a team and magically be good. It's like people love this guy for some reason. He hasn't done anything. Like people still people. This is what I don't get. He been looking like trash. Starts looking like trash, and people still holding out hope for him. Trini, MVP, what's good, bro? Loco, so I'd rather keep them picks. I agree with you, Loco. I'm not doing it for any of body. And then if you're gonna do it, give me some young players, some real impact. I'm not doing it for that. I don't want no Gordon Hayward. People who think like that, y'all people who think like that will always get burnt. Somebody showing you who they is, and you tell them, oh no, that's not you. That's not you. You something else. No, he's showing you who he is. He's showing you exactly who he is, and you still ignoring who he is and still go opposite. You get burnt every time like that. You get burnt every time like that. Then you getting an old player, an old injured player that's not impactful, makes a lot of money. You only can play 5 guys, and like what? I don't know what's the obsession with people, man. I don't get it. Here come the link. He said the only way I take Gordon Hayward, exactly. I would want Book Knight and Kai Jones. Smart man. He said, here's the deal. The Clippers have been backdooring the Lakers for the past 4 years. They're leaking the Clippers leaking the Charlotte deal for a reason. They want Fred VanVleet and Gary, or they sleeping. Oh, yeah. Willie Willington was good, bro. Yo, he love Cam Reddish, boy. You want your boy Cam, huh? Yeah, I take Cam. Thank you, Cash King. Cash King said you only trade Hayward if there's no picks involved. That's it. You don't do no picks for a guy like that. Guy like that, he's soft, like he did nothing. Like he the same guy played like doo-doo in Boston. Did nothing in Boston. Nothing. That's why I said Michael Jordan is an idiot. That right there, that's why when people do get down on Jordan, I agree with them. He did nothing in Boston. Nothing. Got hurt and never did anything. Tatum and Brown was the man the whole time he's there. Did nothing. Kyrie. This man did nothing and still got $100-something million. I don't understand that. What up, Dre?
What's going on, my brother?
What's good, bro? How you?
Hey, man, I'm good. I can't complain, man. How about yourself?
I'm just chilling. I'm just seeing this. I ain't really been on Twitter, but I'm seeing a lot of people, they saying this Gordon Hayward jump, and I'm like, he showed Charlotte who he was. And they still turned around and gave him $100 million, 100 plus. He got like 117, I believe. He getting $30 million a year. And he's showing everybody who he is, and people still, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, only way I see the Lakers doing that deal is they ain't got to give up no first round picks. But to be
Exactly.
real with you, I think they're just using Charlotte as leverage right now because they're trying to get Fred and Gary Trent.
Yeah.
Because did you just see the? I think they just made a report that the Raptors said that they'd be willing to give up Gary Trent for first round pick or 2 seconds.
Or 2 seconds. Yeah, I ain't been on, be honest. I ain't been seeing, I've been moving around, but I just saw my boy just said it. Greg Brown just was talking about it. I thought he said a first and 2 good seconds. They said a good second, 2 good seconds or first.
Yeah, which I mean, to be real with you, I mean, I don't know, man. It's a lot of false reports coming out of
Is
Toronto
that
right now because
exactly?
they just said that somebody offered them 3 first round picks for OG, and I'm like, they would have did that deal if somebody offered them 3 first round picks. So
If somebody offered Toronto to jumped on that so quick, this thing like this. This thing like this.
just like the Lakers will give up a first for Gary Trent right now, protect it first. They'll get that up for Gary Trent right now.
Exactly. But think like this. Let's say OG, right? OG, let's say this. OG for 3 firsts, right? And you got Hachimura, right? That just compare. I want all y'all guys to think like this, and I want you to respond to this, Drake. You got OG and Rudy Hachimura, right?
Yeah.
They both gonna be up for a contract, right? Uh
Mm-hmm.
Hachimura a little bit taller than him. He's strong also. He went for 3 second-round picks. So you mean to tell me OG and Anunoby is worth 3 firsts and Hachimura with 3 seconds? They that far in talent?
No, they're not. If anything, I would rather have Hachimura because he's gonna be cheaper and I can get basically the same value.
Correct. I agree.
To be real with you, I mean, when I first seen the report, I was like, who was stupid enough to offer 3 first round picks for just OG? If I'm offering you 3 first round picks, I want OG and pack out Siakam.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only way I'm offering you 3. That deal right there makes more sense than just offering 3 for OG. I mean, OG is a great player. Don't get it. I mean, I think he's a very good young player, but he's not worth 3 first round picks. I mean, that's something that you would give up for like a Donovan Mitchell type player, isn't it?
Somebody please tell me how old is OG. Somebody please tell me how old is OG. He said Rui is injury prone. OG been injured. They
Yeah,
both
both have.
Rudy had.
Mm-hmm.
I consider injury prone somebody keep getting injured. You get injured, have one injury. Rui had one injury, and he been out for a long stint of time. Yeah, OG played better defense, but listen to my point. Steve, let me ask you this. Okay, he's 25, Rui is 24. Is he 3 first-round picks compared to 3 second-round picks better?
Definitely not.
People in the comment section, I want y'all to answer that. Is he 3 first-round picks compared to 3 second-round picks better?
Hey, Reem, let me ask you a question, though, man. Why do you think all these teams are overvaluing all these players this year for some reason?
They always do that this time of year. Like I seen a report that Charlotte won a first-round pick for Plumlee. It made me laugh. I saw a report that Jakob Poeltl for 2 first-round picks made me laugh. I seen a report OG Anunoby 3. Like, come on,
Yeah, but
that's ridiculous.
and that's what I'm saying. I mean, I understand you saying that, but normally, like the trades that I seen, even if you go back to last year before that, like normally when a dude's on an aspiring deal, normally the team doesn't get
Thank
2,
you.
3 first rounds pick because you got to re-sign that player.
Normally on a first-round deal, you always that's why people like to trade people because the value comes when you're under contract. If a team only possible may have you for 3 months, it's not the same.
Exactly, like
Like,
that's what
like
I'm
getting
saying.
a player that let's say the player, let's just say a Miles Turner. Miles Turner more attractive now than he was
2 weeks ago, exactly.
exactly because now at worst case scenario you can have him a little longer.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So, like, why would somebody give a 3 first round picks for OG or 2 first rounds for Jakob Poeltl and then they walk in the offseason? That doesn't make sense. Like, where's the value? Like you just said, where's the value in that, man? Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, I just feel like it's a little crazier this year for some reason. I feel like all these teams are overvaluing these players and trying to get first round picks for role players. Like, no disrespect to OG, but that's what he's been his whole career so far as a role player.
His whole career.
Same thing for Jakob Poeltl.
This thing, OG is okay. Let me ask y'all this: where is OG on Toronto pecking order? If you say far as talent, where he at? Is he the first best player, second best player, third best player, fourth best player?
I'm
I
gonna
need
say fourth.
everybody in the comment section, and I'm gonna ask Dre, everybody in the comment section on Toronto right now. Is OG is their first, second, third, fourth, fifth best player on Toronto. And their team, they're not even the playoffs. They're a losing team. Benji
Yeah,
said 4.
exactly. Fourth.
Cole said 4. What you say, Dre?
I said fourth, but he behind Gary Trent, VanVleet, and Siakam.
Nah, I ain't putting him in front. To me, I put him over. I put him 4. Angie said 4. Willie said 3.
You think he better than Gary Trent?
Yeah, I put him over Gary Trent. I would put this. I'm saying that's your opinion. You got that right. To me, I say Siakam, their best player. I say Fred VanVleet, and I say the young boy. He not better than
Oh, I forgot about Scotty Barnes. Yeah, he
he
might
not
be
better than
fifth.
Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, he might be fifth then. I forgot about Scotty
I
Barnes.
put him at the Scotty Barnes. I say OG third. I mean 4th. Everybody saying 4th.
I mean, I give you that because he is bigger and stronger than Gary Trent. He's a stronger defender. You could put him on bigger wings, so I give you that.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if he 4th on that team, 3 first-round picks, people sneeze at that stuff like it's nothing. Let me tell y'all this. Y'all sneeze at first-round picks like it's nothing. Think about this. Orlando gave up. Think about this. Y'all say like 3 first, just quick to like do that. Look at this. Orlando made a deal with Chicago. They gave up 2 first-round picks for Vucevic. One of the first-round picks already turned out to be Franz Wagner. Franz Wagner, I think, when it all said and done, I take Franz Wagner right now is better than Vucevic. Franz Wagner is a better player, and we ain't counting who the other guy right now going to be. See, people just dismiss the draft and say get these players. If these players not just going to be quick and put you where you need to be, it might not be worth it. Because the Bulls' second, they got a first round pick this year here. Oh, he definitely worth a first. Ain't no question. The Bulls, they got a pick this year coming from. Orlando got a pick coming from the Bulls. I'm interested to see, and this is a good draft. So you got Franz Wagner and other people right now.
Isn't that pick what top 4 protected?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You think the Bulls can get in the top 4, or you don't think so?
No, I think Orlando gonna get that pick. Bulls a little better than that.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt the Bulls, man, because they doing bad this year.
Yeah. So let's say so far we got Franz Wagner and we're gonna have somebody else. And this thing, the Bulls ain't do anything, ain't get past the first round with Vucevic. So it turned out not to be anything.
Ooh, boy, that's what I'm saying, Kareem, man. Like to give up a lottery pick this year, ooh, that's gonna hurt the Bulls because they really could need it because with Lonzo went out right now, they really could use that pick this year. That's gonna hurt them.
Yeah, exactly. Tom Lou is in the building. Eric Kwan in the building. Festo. Who else that didn't say? Joe Ioe. Who else? DeJuan Bryant, Michael Anthony, Cole, Willie Dudley is in the building. Who else in the building? Cam the Hooper. Yeah, it's a backup. Yeah, that's the thing. See, the trade sometimes people could. Oh man, this is number one. These young players today. Let me tell you the difference between Ryan. What up, Ryan? Let me tell you the difference between now and then. You got no. I don't got Coco Mello playing. Drake got Coco Mello playing.
Oh, my bad, bro.
The difference is, like, if this was years ago, you wouldn't see it. Now these draft picks play right away. So now, like, these first round picks get minutes off the jump. Back in the days when I was coming up, it's easy to get a first round pick because you figure you ain't gonna see that player. If let's say if you get a player this year, you ain't gonna really probably see that player till like 3 years. Because back then it was like 7-year contract. Guys wasn't even getting no minutes to their 3rd year in the NBA. Now these guys come off the bank playing.
Yeah, like back in the early 2000s, 90s, them guys really didn't like playing rookies, but now they like, it's like the NFL, they like bring them straight in.
Yeah, that's the thing. And so now it can make you throwing away talent. And think like this, and let me tell you another big difference. And let me tell you another big difference. Now, these guys they play right away, and they can produce from their team right away. So now it's different. Like before, you like, oh nah, anyone's just playing no rookie. You can have a rookie. It could be a role player rookie come in and look at Bones Highland. Bones Highland is 160 pounds. Came right in and was an impact on the championship. A good team, not no bum team. A good team. Rookies could come in right now at 19, 20 years old and play well.
Look at Kendrick Nunn for the Heat.
Yep.
But yeah, so do you think Toronto is gonna be sellers or buyers?
What is that?
I said, do you think Toronto's gonna be sellers or buyers? Because I think they don't know what they want to do right now.
I think a guy like Masai is smart. See, let me tell you something. Like a guy like Asao Jury, he think like me. See, he already like he got enough where if he start getting get like some players in return that he might not really care for, but he getting picks, especially if it's some picks that's coming right now. You got Scotty Barnes and Siakam. You still got some type of base. You still got two real good players that you can keep. And what you may turn VanVleet, Trent, and OG, you may turn that into something crazy. Like you're not winning with them. Like, see, this is the problem people have. If you're not winning with them, and you might could turn them into something better, you're losing anyway. That team hasn't really done nothing in the past few years. See, this is the problem teams have. Teams fall in love with certain players, and they hold on to them, hold on to them, hold on. Make the move now. Toronto, you're not going nowhere with them guys. OG, especially if now they ain't happy, then you talk about paying them. So we not winning now. Us paying you, that's not gonna make us win anymore. And it's one thing if Fred VanVleet is 21 years old, that's different. If Gary Trent is 21 years old, they've been around the league. Gary Trent ain't getting the way he played now. That's his game. Fred VanVleet ain't getting any better. They is who they is right now. So my thing is this: you're not winning. If you're not winning with them like that, now paying them all that money, you might as well move, and you could get younger guys in and probably do the same shit.
Yeah, get the same type of value from them.
The
Exactly.
same type of value. Way cheaper, and then upside might be way better. Gary Trent never really had no real high upside, even coming out of college. He pretty much been the same his whole career. Like play hard on defense, physical, and knock down the open shot. He not like too much of a versatile guy. You could play him. He could play the point for you. He not like a three. He's strictly a shooting guard. He not no like a guy that's you could be like a legit small forward, a point guard. He's just a shooting guard, pretty much. So my thing is this: about Toronto, you're not winning with these guys, and their contracts up. I'm paying you extra money to be in the same situation we're gonna be in next year. Let's say if they don't do anything. Let's say they resign Trent and resign now they salary gonna be the salary cap. Let's say they give Trent, they said they offered, I heard they offered VanVleet more money. I mean, I heard they offered him a contract, he turned it down. But let's say he accept $28 million a year. And let's say Gary Trent $20 million a year. So now they both got higher salaries. And you bring back OG. They don't got no flexibility in free agency. Where's they really getting better at? They come with the same team next year. Like, you got to make the move.
Got to, especially with what you just saying that he already turned it down. I definitely think they got to trade him now. I ain't know that he turned down the deal.
Yeah, I heard they offered him. I think what they offered him was like 26 a year, and I think he wanted 30.
If you're the Lakers, would you pay him 30? Pay him 30 and pay Gary Trent 25?
Nah, I ain't paying no Trent on 25 million. Cause you gotta look at it like this: how you paying your fourth best? If you get both of them, your fourth best player $25 million a year. That's not. You don't need that. You already got Braun and AD 40-something million dollars. So if you got Braun and AD at 40-something million dollars, and then your third best player, your fourth best player should be in the teens. Your fourth best player should be in the teens.
Yeah, I feel
To
you
be
on that.
honest, you don't really need three guys that making 30. I think that kind of hurt your team too, if you want to be honest.
Oh yeah, it definitely does.
You got three guys that's getting over $30 million, like especially two in 40s and one in the 30s. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, look at Brooklyn. That's why Brooklyn, if they lose Kyrie, they're not gonna be able to get anything. Same
Yeah,
circumstances.
yeah, that's like a lot of money. My ideal situation, if I have two max players, my ideal, I would like my third guy to be around like 20, $21 million. My third guy, 20, $22 million for my third guy. My fourth guy around like $17 million, like that. Because you really want no more than five guys getting double digits. Then maybe the other guy getting like 10, 11. Then after that, then you could deal with the eights, the sevens, $6 million guys. You know what I'm saying? That you put yourself in a real tight situation.
Yeah, for real, definitely for real. Do you think there's a team out there that's willing to give VanVleet 30 plus million?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Because I think we're gonna hurt him his height, and then like his height, and then like I said, he's not like he's a dominant player. Like you think like this. What I think Clippers probably will. I think Clippers will. But outside the Clippers, I don't really see nobody doing it.
I don't think the Clippers will have enough salary cap to get him for 30.
No, I said if they trade for him and they have to
Oh,
resign him.
the trader have to resign him yet. I don't really see the Raptors doing no deal for them because if I'm not mistaken, like they don't really got too many assets. Well, I'm talking about as far as like draft capital assets. And so I know they got players like Wall and Reggie Jackson, but I don't really know. I don't really know if Toronto are going to be willing to accept that back.
Yeah. He said Lakers got to start drafting to get cheap talent and keep that New Orleans pick for Chris Murray. Draft Chris Murray. Most, what up? Tom said Gary won 25 at least and he making 18 now. Yeah, I hear that the salary, just because the salary going up, I get it. The salary going up, people's salaries, player salaries going up. But it's still going to be some type of imbalance.
So
Like
yeah,
right now, we got three guys like at $40 million. It's about AD, Braun, and Russ is like 120 something $1 million, man.
exactly.
That's a lot of money with those three players.
Because I mean, just thinking about it, if you were to trade, if the Lakers were to trade for Fred and Trent, they probably would have to get rid of Rui at that point, wouldn't
Nah, they don't have to get rid, but they salary. I think that's what probably keep the Lakers. And I said that when I reported about the Fred VanVleet thing. I said that would probably be the thing why Lakers probably wouldn't want to get both because the money. Because now you paying because Rui may get around like 13, 14. And then Fred, like I said, well, he make, let's say if he get 28. And then what's the name at let's say 23, $24 million. Trent, it's a lot of money. He said Orlando pay who? He said Orlando will. Who you talk about, Greg Brown? What up, Joe?
What's up, Kareem? Thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
I think you're talking about Fred VanVleet.
Why would Orlando do it? And they got a bunch of guards. They got
Cole
Cole
Anthony,
Anthony
Suggs.
and Suggs. Yeah, that they definitely wouldn't do it. Go
Yeah,
what y'all got? What y'all got?
yeah, yeah. See, I don't know, man. New Orleans has been. I was reading the comments. New Orleans has been slipping, man. That's a good thing for the Lakers right there. They might not have to swap them picks this year if things keep going the way they're going.
You're right. Go ahead, Joe. Talk. Y'all talk.
Yeah, I had a question. So, aren't you guys like tired of the big names, like the three stars? Like me personally, I wouldn't want Fred VanVleet. I would go with the Charlotte deal because you're getting a whole bunch of depth back. You're getting Rozier, Plumlee, who's been balling, probably Oubre, who's a wing that, we need size. No more small guard lineups, but all these players can come in and play for you next year as well. So you don't have to worry about building the roster as well.
Oh, I totally
Yeah, it
agree
makes
with you,
sense what
man.
you're saying. Definitely makes sense what you're saying.
Yeah, but you know how to like Jeanie, since Jeanie's been there, man. That's all they've been doing is stargazing, man. So
I
I
hate
think
that,
that's
man.
what they doing, bro. Because like they even talking about they still want to get Zach LaVine, and I don't even think that's a good idea.
Nah, that's definitely not a good idea. I mean, the man's knees are, pretty much shot. He's injury prone. He's never been able to play a full season. We're gonna have to give up 2 unprotected, and that's just a bad contract.
Yeah, I'm about to say what he making? 200 million?
Yeah, about 40 mil a year.
Yeah, that's. Why would you want to go through the same thing you're going through now, basically? Because if he's having problems with DeMar DeRozan, bro, like you don't think he's gonna have problems with AD and LeBron as far as not being able to be the man?
Right. And another thing is, I don't think people notice, like, they're just saying names like Gary Trent. Like, yeah, you're going to have to re sign him. But since we traded for Rui, all that cap space went out the window. Like, he has an 18.9 cap hold. So we're going to have to take players back. We're going to have to take on salary for next season. We're not getting Kyrie. That went out the window. So if you're not going to re
Why you say that went
sign,
out the window?
because we only have like 16 mil left. And I see
Yeah, he right.
they're talking about re-signing Austin Reeves, so that's probably what, 8 mil a year, which is worth it. We need to keep him. But if you're not re-signing players like Westbrook and stuff, you got to let them go.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, like you gotta let Westbrook go. You gotta let Lonnie Walker go. Like
Purple baby flash. All right, thanks. I want to make sure. What's
It's
up, Purple?
it's cool. It's cool.
I want to
Um,
make sure because you get these trolls.
I understand. I just had a question for y'all, Kareem. Outside of like Rozier, because I just heard y'all say that y'all would like that Charlotte deal. Y'all do know that Plumlee and Oubre are on expiring deals, so after this season, you would have to re-sign them if y'all wanted them back, right?
Correct.
yeah, correct. Yeah, we know that.
And then Terry Rozier is on 3 years, and I think each year, well, after this year, it'll be 3 years, and after that, it's like 20 something. After that, it'll be cheap. Would y'all still want that?
Of course, yeah, because we're probably
And
going
that
to lose
bird right.
Dennis.
But I think a deal like that, the most, if you giving up a first, the most I'm doing is and they're going to be a protected first on a deal like that.
I agree.
Oh yeah, it definitely can't be unprotected because it's like to be real with you, I think Westbrook might be the best player in that deal.
Uh, but it's Mitch over there. Is Mitch going to take that deal of protected first, or essentially Terry Rozier?
I think it's a good deal. Mitch, they already threw out they want a first for Plumlee. Like they wilding. Nobody can. Plumlee never went for a first, and he's not as good as he used to be. You didn't even get a first when he was at his best. They gave up a first. They gave up Plumlee in a first to get when they got Nurkic when he left Portland to Denver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they whole little thing over there is wild. I think it's gonna have to, like, I've heard y'all talk about Charlotte a lot. And although I do agree, as far as since a lot of the guys that's coming from Charlotte is going to be expiring, except for Hayward and Rozier, I think it's gonna have to be a third team because like a lot of they guys ain't making a lot of money. You gonna have to like resign them. So I think if Charlotte gets involved, it's gonna be them and another team. Like with the Lakers, as far as the Lakers go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the thing I don't get, like, I don't see, like, it don't make sense with Rozier because you already got Pat Bev and Dennis Schroeder.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Terry Rozier makes. Now, if Pat Bev going somewhere else, and then you bring Schroeder off the bench, okay, cool.
Exactly. I mean,
having all three of them little guards like that, it'll make sense.
I felt like, I mean, I know y'all feel like 20 million is cheap for somebody like Rozier, but personally, I felt like it was a better deal the year prior, because maybe if he was like on the Lakers the year before, he wouldn't have got that 20 million, to me, to be honest, because I see what Fred is looking for, and to me, the last couple of years, Fred has played better than Rozier, to me.
Yeah, but you right, but Rozier is cheaper in assets, which you have to give up, and it's cheaper far as his salary. And to be honest, you shouldn't need that much for your third best player. See, if somebody coming in as your third best player, you shouldn't need. This is where the thing comes in, at why people sometimes question, and this would always come where people get when they talk about like Bron and AD. If you LeBron James, Anthony Davis, the rest of the team, it should just be solid. You shouldn't need that much after that. You just need people who know how to know their roles and how to play.
Facts.
You shouldn't need nothing like, oh, I need another all-star. The guy a third player shouldn't have to play at the all-star level. Because you barely see three guys playing at all-star level. It's always two guys playing at all-star level, and the rest guys just good players that contribute. But now you sitting there and you expecting to have your third guys at all-star level, that means your other two guys must not be that good. Just think about it. Like, you don't see, like, you got Tatum and Brown, and that's another thing where they be like, oh, Brown and AD the best duo. You got to give it to Tatum and Brown. They both be healthy, and they got a better record. Them guys putting in work. You got to say you got to say, and I hate to say it because I don't like Boston, but they sit there and say they not, and they both all-stars, and they both be coming down big and down the stretch. They don't really disappoint you much. They both be now playing both ends of the floor, and then they winning like shit. But your third player shouldn't have to be no all-star playing at all-star level. It shouldn't be. He should just be a good damn near good player, but not. He shouldn't have to play at an all-star level for your team to be good. All-star level is a lot.
So would you say Rui could be our third best player? Because, I mean, he's capable of dropping like maybe 17 a night. You know, last night he dropped 19, and the big three. Well, I wouldn't say big three, but AD and Bron and Rui combined for 74. So
I'm gonna be honest. For me, I feel more comfortable if you say championship team and you say Rui Hachimura is on the championship team. I think he's better suited at fourth option. I don't like it too much like him at third option.
Okay, that's fair.
So wouldn't Terry Rozier help out with that? Would you say Terry is a better player than Rui right now?
Yes, because he gonna see, the thing is he more aggressive. Rui not aggressive enough and more of a play. I think Terry Rozier I think Terry Rozier is an excellent third best player. Because the third best player to me is if one of the other guys struggle, he coming in. He gonna give you points. He gonna make an impact. Your third best player also is when one of the other two guys get hurt, he coming in and his number's gonna bump up a little. He's gonna be a little better because one of the guys out, and he gonna be a real good player. His play gonna step up some. That's to me is a true three. Where one of the players out, he step up in that position and be good, be better than when he is at that third that third position. Because you got guys be at their third position, and then one of the guys out still playing the same way. Like, to me, that's not good. Like when we have one of the guys, AD or Bron out, like AD out, we didn't have nobody still step in to be even better than, like, you know what I mean? Like a consistent 20-point score.
And you respect you respectively think that Rozier can be that? Like if one of them go down.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think he that, but the thing I don't like for Rozier, I think you gotta get rid of I don't want him, Pat Bev, and then Schroeder. 2-3 guys at 6 feet. Like I don't want that. 3 of them. Now if you got if Pat Bev gone and it's just Rozier and Schroeder and Schroeder backing up Rozier, I could deal with that. Pat Bev is little. I was at the game yesterday. Pat Bev and then Schroeder is little. They not no over 6. They 6 feet. They not no 6'1" and that shit.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, man. I totally agree with you. But I really feel like if they did do the Charlotte deal though, like I kind of agree with Bro G because Terry Rozier already playing off ball because he played off ball a lot with Melo. So I feel like he'll be able to slide in easy to play with LeBron AD.
No, no, he ain't.
Then he didn't get that name Scary Terry for none. I mean, in the playoffs, he performs, man.
He got played with a lot of heart. The guy got a lot of heart.
But
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He get a shot off.
He played in Boston, so he's not gonna be afraid of the bit lights. Is what I'm saying.
Nah, he's not afraid. He's not at all.
And I definitely agree with that. But I'm like something that bothers me to this day about him is that the fact that Boston traded him to Charlotte and kept Marcus Smart. Like I don't understand that. Like even now when I look at it, I'm like, why did y'all move him for over Marcus Smart at the time?
No,
they didn't want to pay Terry Rozier.
I think like this. Even back then, you could always see Marcus Smart was more. See, you can't look at numbers. You could look back then and see Marcus Smart as a more impactful player. Marcus Smart had big impact back then. Make plays, key steals, antagonizing. Like you could see, you watch Marcus Smart, you could see his impact on the game. You watching it. Now you look at the box score, yeah, Terry Rozier probably gonna look better offensively, but just like Pat Bev have an impact on games. Now Pat Bev older, he's smaller. Marcus Smart bigger than Rozier. You could easily have him defend 2 positions. Even when he can switch over as small forwards, he's rough, he's tough, he talk his trash. He's a forcer. He giving you a lot. He playing a forcer role. He tough. He gets in their face. He checked Tatum and Brown last year when they were struggling. He checked them when they took out. He said they going nut. Y'all ain't doing nothing but jacking up shot. He checked them, so he give you so much more. You know what I mean? So they definitely made the right decision. Him over Terry Rozier.
For the record, I think Terry is the 6th man. So, and I feel like Levine is better than him.
Yeah, I think Terry could be a 6. I'm not. He definitely could be a good 6 man too. I agree with that. But I think on a team like the Lakers, he could easily be a 3rd best player too. So that's what I'm saying.
That too.
Now it depends. Like that's what I'm saying. See, every 3rd best player is different. Now you say a 3rd best player on a team like the team you're on, like a Charlotte, that's not good. But a 3rd best player on behind a Bron and AD, a 3rd best player, and you got with 2 top 10 guys, you straight. But if you're a 3rd best player and it's a guy that's probably the 18th best player and the guy that's the 21st best player in the league, which is, it's still pretty good because you easily got 25 good players in the league. And then your 3rd best player is a guy like Rozier, that might not be a championship team. But if you got 2 top 10 guys, then a guy like Rozier, it's different. It's different.
Because I would like to point out too, like prior to LaMelo Ball's emergence, I think the Hornets' plan was to have Rozier and Hayward be they 2 best players. I don't know why they thought that, but just
because like for instance, like Bradley, like you got Bradley, Bill, Kuzma, and then a Rozier. That's not gonna work.
Yes,
And
definitely.
that's your third best player. But it looks better if you go AD, Bron, and Rozier. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That like different. Tatum, Brown, and the Rozier, or you know what I'm saying?
But I think it's just gonna have to be a third team because they Terry and Russ, like it's fine on the Lakers and it's just Charlotte. Ain't outside of Hayward and Rozier, ain't nobody on that roster making money.
Yeah, and then like LaMelo Ball's good, but right now, like he's not ready on far as like winning right now.
Exactly. I'm gonna be real with you. If I'm the Lakers, I want either McDaniels or PJ Washington in the deal.
Oh, so
Yeah,
you know what?
McDaniels. Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
I wouldn't take.
Huh?
Nah, y'all better watch them play.
Oh, really?
You
Yeah,
went to,
please watch, especially PJ.
So I be watching them play. I'm from North Carolina, so I see Charlotte play all the time.
who that talk? Who's from North Carolina?
Me, Dre.
Oh, you from North Carolina too, Purple baby?
No,
Uh
I watch. I go around and watch.
I thought that's your local team, and because some people is watch it. So
No.
you saying you don't? So you saying
Like
like PJ Washington, Purple?
I like he's solid. PJ solid, but sometimes I feel like PJ disappeared too much. Like he be on the court and you go look at his final stat line and it's just nothing's there. Like he disappears too much.
I mean, yeah, some games he don't put up a whole lot of stats, but he do stuff that's outside of the stat sheet too, though.
But I think, to be honest, now we got Rui. I think a guy like McDaniels might make more sense because he's more of
Yeah.
a 3 than because Rui and what's his name is pretty much like the same.
Yeah, but the Lakers still need a backup bid too, though.
Mason Plumlee, man. I'm trying to tell people.
Yeah, Plumlee. Yeah, I do like Plumlee. He has been balling the late for the past couple of weeks. He's been balling.
Yeah, now, like now if you say Plumlee, like he's like Rozier, Plumlee, Oubre, and like McDaniels, and we do like Russ and somebody else.
So
Probably Damian Jones.
Yeah, Damon Jones, something like that. Yeah.
but who should give up the first? Because to me, I wouldn't give if I'm the Lakers. I wouldn't even if it was a protected first. I'm not for that.
Oh, I totally agree with you. I would give up some seconds, but not no first for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I mean, if you get McDaniels in there, I might be lenient to do it just because he's still young. But
Yeah, but see, like you just got Rui, and I'm not crazy over Rui, but I like Rui more than McDaniels. Like I don't think that's a good idea, but I think that's the best forwards. Well, not best. I think Toronto is better, but too much money.
Lakers in 5. What up, bro? Gravity Art, what's good, bro? Who else in the building? That I didn't mention. Rodney Paul, what's good? Trayvon James, Tony Bass. Go ahead, y'all can finish. I just want to give my shout outs.
yeah, do you see any other trades out there that would make sense for you, Reem?
You talk as far as getting rid of who? Westbrook or
Both. I mean, it ain't got to be in the same deal, but Westbrook or Patrick Beverley. Because I mean, I could think of a couple of deals with Patrick Beverley that'll make more sense to Russ right now.
what deal you like with Pat Bev?
Me personally, I would trade Pat if I could trade Pat Bev in a second for like a Josh Richardson type of player. I would do that right now because they need the Lakers need a 2.
I ain't
Them
gonna
3
lie.
guard lineups be killing them. Them 3 guard lineups be killing them, bro.
I hate that 3-guard lineup, but I'm not giving no second round pick if we getting Pat Bev for Josh Richardson ain't been playing that good for them. Like I ain't just throwing away picks, and because I think like this, They don't need Josh Richardson either, the Spurs. So if we just gonna do it, we just you know what I mean. I'm not giving no second round pick. Pat Bev got some real good impact, and I get what you're saying that Josh Richardson is bigger, but it's not like because Spurs want a second for him. We have to start valuing our players too.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't like any of the options for the Lakers that's out there because I feel like it's not that I feel like it won't be good. It's just I feel like these players would get worse. And it ain't due to like LeBron or AD. I just feel like they would play worse. But that's the best thing that's on the market right now. Like from the Spurs to the Hornets, even with Toronto's players might go over to LA and play better, but I think everybody else is about the same.
He said, Bucket said Josh Richardson not that good. Then he said Trent is better.
Yeah, I think we all agree that Trent is better than most of the guys we've been talking about. But
yeah,
I think they're just gonna be worth too much. Gonna be asking for too much money.
I think the price will go down because ultimately for the Toronto players, they just looking for picks.
And I agree with Buck Kicker right. He said Plumlee won't really see the floor much in the playoff. That's why I'm not putting too much stock in the center.
Even if AD,
AD gonna play. If you look at how lined up as outside of Jokic, AD gonna play down the stretch anyway. Like it's gonna be Bron, AD, and Rui down the stretch. They front line.
So how do you guys feel about Bojan? Because this report saying that we're really interested in him too.
I like that. I like Bojan.
He good, but now my thing is now. I think the Lakers. You watch the Lakers play, man. I want guys who could play some defense now. Because if you look at them play, it's like, okay, and I like Rui. Rui don't take bad shots. I think he need more minutes.
Yeah.
So if you got Bron, AD, and Rui, the front court now. If we got a shooting guard that's lights out, okay, cool. But at 3, I really like Rui. He pick his spots. He don't take bad shots. He play within the off. He runs the floor. I like him. So now if you get a Bogdanovic, even Bron, you cannot play him, Bron, AD, all them on the floor together. You can't.
That's true.
You can't play.
If you get Bogdanovic?
Yeah, if you get Bogdanovic, you can't play Rui. And if you're making a deal like that, you want to be able to maximize your situation, play everybody all at the same time.
But how deep?
If you get Bogdanovic, there's no way you can have a lineup where Bron, AD, Rui, and Bogdanovic. There's no way. Because none of them can guard the two guards. Bron don't play defense at all. Rui can't guard no shooting guards, guys. He's slow. We all know Bogdanovic can't guard nobody at all. You can't. That lineup just wouldn't even work. And then you defeat the purpose making a deal like that, and you can't play if that's your 4th best player, and you can't put all of them on the court at the same time. That's why I think now you don't really need Bogdanovic now. You really don't, because now that you got Rui, you want to be able to if somebody's your top 5 best players, you want to be able to put all of them on, be able to put your top 5 best players on the court at one time. Right or wrong, though?
That's true.
It's a sense of having a guy is your 4th. Let's say Rui and Bogdanovic is our 3rd and 4th best player, but they can never play with Bron and AD. All our top 4 players can't be on the court together.
So basically, y'all looking for guards then that can play.
No, I'm not
big enough to.
Yeah, but if you have role players, not like a guy that can. Like, let's say now if you get a guy like let's say Oubre could play because now he could defend the guards. You see what I'm saying? You can put Oubre, they all can play together. Like, you know what I mean? You can play Rozier all together, but I don't see where Bogdanovic makes sense unless you're just gonna put Rui on the bench. And I think Rui is like perfect. I think Rui gonna play good in the playoff because he a mid-range shot. He get the ball. He looks. He go. He don't got a problem giving it up, and he pull right up.
I agree with what Angie just said. I think, but Toronto, I don't know what can make them budge to take down what they offering for their players. Like,
I think they're gonna budge on if they ain't traded by Thursday. That's when they're gonna budge.
Because
see, the reason why I said they're gonna buck now, you close. You dead at that deadline then. You see what I'm saying? See, right now, everything will sound good. You guys what you want right now. You still got time. Once we get past this week and once Monday roll in, watch how things start changing on Monday. Watch when Monday come. Things gonna start changing. Right now, you still can play. You got time. Especially when you got good players that if you got like if you a GM and you got like 5 or 6 teams calling you on a particular player and you see these deals, they kind of decent, and you looking what you got on the table, you can sit there, you can chill. But if you got a player that you're trying to move and you're only getting like one team, you're talking to one team, you can't take that chance. Let's say for instance, Knicks ain't getting no calls on Cam but one team. Let's just say Dallas Mavericks the only team calling for Cam Reddish. No other team interested in him. The Knicks can't sit there and play around and say and bullshit because today is Wednesday, February 1st. They can't look at it and say, oh, it's Wednesday, February 1st. Because if Dallas end up getting a wing player, let's say Dallas ends up getting Jay Crowder, and now they're not interested in Cam, now you're in trouble. But guys like VanVleet and guys like Trent, where they might have 6 teams calling on them, you can sit there and say your price is this because you playing with house money. But if you got one team calling you for a particular play and you want to get rid of, that's like saying, for instance, let's say Lakers is destined, want to get rid of Russ real bad, and they got one team that's willing to do it, you're taking a chance. Because now if that one team find another deal, your ass is out.
Yeah.
So that's like the negotiation part right now. Like some teams doing that because they in a lot of conversations they got options. That's just options, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty hard, you know. Rob definitely has his work cut out for him.
But to be honest, Lakers got options because you got guys on expiring deals. A guy like Russ can see this is why Russ right now, you only having him for 3 months, right? So it's not like you got him long. That's number one. Number two, you can really help a team out financially. Let's say a team owner, like a team who's struggling, who got some contracts they want to move. That's like, and you only gonna have a guy, and Russ can clear a deck for a team. Let's say out of 3 guys, and let's say 2 of them guys got contracts passed this year. You know how much help that is? You're getting rid of 2 contracts now. When summertime come and the draft come, you in a much better position. Because some teams think, see, a lot of people think right now. Teams don't think like that. Teams think now and they think in the future. So teams, realistic, like now, realistic, I don't see us winning. I don't see no trades that can take place. Let's say a team like Toronto, for instance. And let's say they got like, okay, we don't want to lose these guys for nothing. But we can clear the deck and get some picks and make all the sense in the world from them. It make all the sense in the world because them guys is unrestricted free. They'd be unrestricted, not restricted.
I just feel like Toronto is looking for picks. Charlotte is the only team that I'm like, okay, what's your angle?
No, they want picks too. But see, the thing is, Charlotte want to also click cap. They want to get rid of Rozier and
Gordon Hayward.
money. So that's
I know.
they want to clear salary. So Russell they would love to get rid of. You don't have to Rozier and Gordon Hayward. They would love that.
Yeah, because they still want to sign Miles Turner to a max.
Yeah,
but
not Miles Turner, but Miles Bridges.
Say
nah, they don't give him no max. Hell no. See,
you don't want to give him max no more?
They don't have to.
No,
I don't have to. After what he did, he done blew a max. Now he got to kind of prove himself.
That's true.
Which is sad. You know, that situation is sad too.
What up, Jeff? How you?
But they still gonna need to spend, because if they actually, which I don't see Michael doing that, if they actually might max out LaMelo, because y'all know he got, after next year he'll be a restricted free agent. They still need to spend money. So I would think whoever they getting back in return, they gonna plan on keeping. Because they gonna need to, as cheap as Michael is, they're gonna need to spend some money.
Yeah, I just.
Well,
anybody
Mike
want
loves
to join?
Russ.
I drop the link if anybody want to come through.
Russ is Mike's guy, you know.
Yeah, I see. That's what I'm afraid of. I think him or Chris Paul. I'm like, oh snaps, he gonna bring that man funny, dog.
You already know, DC.
Yeah, I don't think Chris Paul can come available to the offseason.
Yeah, or I don't know. Now they ain't got nothing, in my opinion. Phoenix, I don't think Phoenix want anything out there. I think they probably rather have VanVleet. Like I said, whoever deals with Charlotte, it's gonna be two other teams because they players ain't making no money and they gonna have to take back some salary.
Yeah, how far is Charlotte over the cap right now?
Oh, I forgot. Somebody broke it down before the season started, but it surprised me that they was over though, because I'm like, it's just Gordon and Terry, the only two making money. Oh, I forgot what's the name's money is still on there. What's the guy that's in with the Clippers? No, Batum.
Batum. Yeah, Batum. Yeah. They still got dead money for Batum. You're right.
Yeah, Batum money comes out this year though.
Yeah, this is the last year for it. That's why. But still, and then they whatever.
Yeah, I forgot they bought him out. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know, man. I just don't. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I kind of think the Lakers gonna make a trade, but also, man, listen to Elder, man. I don't know if they pump faking or what.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's deals out there that sound like they could have been made already, especially like from some of the reports. Because I ain't gonna lie, like if they say all they want is a protected first for Gary Trent, they should have been hopped on that.
Yeah, but see the thing, they may wait and see whatever. See, they saying that. Let's say Lakers might hop on it, but they might want to wait, and they may be like, all right, well, we think about it in a couple. Let's say they say want to protect it first. This is how the deal works too. This is my homeboy telling me, like teams have stuff on the table. Let's say Lakers say, okay, protected for Pat Bev, and because we got to throw in somebody else. Let's say Pat Bev and Lonnie Walker, for instance. I'm just throwing out there. Let's say they say, okay, we give you Pat Bev and Lonnie Walker, and a protected first for Gary Trent. They say, okay, I think about that. And let's say the Clippers offer a first. I don't know if they got a first, but let's say the first and Luke Kennard. They may be taking out team offer, and then then pick from there. Because a lot of teams do that. They'll tell teams straight up, I got other offers. I get back to you. I want to look over it with our staff. Because a lot of times what teams do when they got offers like that in trade deadline, they talk it over with the staff. What deal was better because this reason, this deal may give us more flexibility and trade. Like, for instance, let's say a perfect situation. Luke Kennard in the first, right? Or Pat Bev and Lonnie Walker in the first. I hate to say Lonnie because I seen like so much. Let's just say, let's say Pat Bev and Damon Jones in the first. Pat Bev, Damon Jones in the first. They may say, even though they may feel Luke Kennard may be a better fit, and they'd be getting shooting, and they're getting the first round pick, but they may say, you know what, I like the Lakers deal better because the Lakers deal give us flexibility. Pat Bev, and he gonna be a free agent. We clean up money, opposed to having Luke Kennard money on your books. So it depends what the team going to value at that point.
Yeah, and also in that deal, they gonna like the Lakers deal better because more than likely that Clippers deal is still gonna be a later first round pick versus the Lakers might be a lottery.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends how they look at it. Yeah.
Once AD and LeBron gone, that's what all the teams are thinking anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I mean, I kind of figured that, but I'm saying though, if I'm the Lakers, man, I would a guy like Gary Trent. That's like a key missing piece that they missing because they need a true two guard. They need a two guard and they need a big that can bang.
I'm gonna be honest. I think now, if you're looking at all the trades, this is my opinion. I think Gary Trent make more sense than anybody on the market.
Well, that's a fact. That's a fact.
I think because if you look at he's 6'5", so he got good size at the shooting guard. He an outside shooter with the Lakers need, and his age. If you look at overall out of everybody, he makes more sense than he should be the number one target, even over VanVleet. He should, because he should be the number. VanVleet is not 6'1", but he should be the number one target, man. What y'all think about that? I think because if you think about it, he age, everything, he's the perfect guy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. He definitely is.
Plus clutch sports, yeah.
And at the position we need, at that shooting guard position. Now you can put him in, especially if they want to start Rui, Bron, AD. He's sliding right there at the two guard.
Do you think the Lakers could be trying to make more than just one deal?
It depends. Like, I think if it's the Gary Trent deal, they might just chill after that because he give you the shooting too. And I got a feeling Lakers gonna get Trent. I just think Trent make more sense than anybody on that market.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just asked that because I'm thinking if it's a way that they could possibly get Trent and still trade like a Westbrook to get more pieces, will they still be able to, you know what I'm saying, like still be able to sign Trent?
Yeah, because Trent gonna be for they're gonna trade Trent for it gotta be Pat Bev because Russell makes too much money.
Probably Pat and Lonnie.
Yeah, probably Pat and Lonnie is correct.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So like, if they do that deal, you don't still think they'll try to get rid of Russ, or you think they'll keep Russ?
They might. It depends now with Jeanie. Now, if she want to go for that or start want to clear some money, like, but I'd rather just clear it because now you'll be taking on more money, bringing it with Russ guys.
Gotcha.
Celtics 2023. Flash your face real quick because I never saw you before. We don't need no trolls. All right, what up, bro?
It's T Sweezy, bro. I just changed my name and picture.
Yeah, you got to be clear on that. All right.
Kareem, I put my picture on my name on the side.
Well, I don't see no name. I just see Celtics.
Okay.
What you saying, Dre? I didn't mean to cut you off, Dre. Go ahead, Dre.
No, I was saying because like Like, for instance, if you just let Westbrook rock, you know what I'm saying? Like, you possibly only be able to sign like a Gary Trent, a Rui, and like an
Oh no, we
Austin
close at
Reed.
6.
That'll probably be all
Can I
your
get it
salary
tomorrow?
right there.
Yeah, I
Versus
think
if
they're gonna make like 2 trades, man.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Versus if you get like a Gary Trent without having to trade Russ, and I would still trade Russ because I was trying to get some type of assets back to try to move forward as far as the offseason. Because if they just let Russ fall off the books, they're still gonna be in a bad position.
Yeah, I think Russ looks like a dinosaur and he's about to become one.
Yo, Kareem.
I think that's happening, man.
And also, if you're giving away Pat and Lonnie, you're losing depth.
Well, check this out. So you saw whose price dropped today?
Who?
John Collins.
Oh yeah, the Hawks. Yeah, they dropped their price on them today.
So what would you guys do? Would you guys be cool with Russ and the picks for VanVleet and Trent Jr. and then Lonnie and Pat Bev for Collins?
Of course.
Why the fuck would they do that?
Who's they?
Our Lakers ain't doing that.
They ain't finna do that.
So you don't think the Lakers? You don't think the Lakers would do that?
Why would they give a VanVleet for a fucking bench player in Lonnie Walker, bro? Like,
No,
that
wasn't.
I remember.
That's not what
Lonnie Walker was a
That's not what I
bench player
said.
before he went there.
That's it, bro. Listen to the question. Celtic fans don't listen. Look,
My bad.
yeah. No, what I'm saying is, I said, okay, it's 2 separate deals, bro. Let me say it again. So it's Russ and picks to Toronto for VanVleet and Trent. That's one deal by itself.
Right.
Then it's Lonnie and Pat Bev and either 2 or 3 seconds to Atlanta for John Collins.
But
Atlanta already loaded in guards.
I know the Lakers ain't doing that. They wouldn't take on John Collins. Lakers now that money, you know how high that money gonna be? Just think of the money. This is why I know the Lakers ain't doing that. Because you have Bron and AD 40 plus, right? Then you got VanVleet probably make it 28 when he become free agent. Collins already making 20 something. And then Trent, that's 5 players with over $20 million. Lakers ain't doing that.
And then Rui, yeah.
Lakers ain't doing that's
just keep in mind, Rui's cap hold doesn't mean that's what they have to sign him to. You know what I mean? It holds until they sign him.
Let's just say, let's just be modest. How somebody put on John Collins? How much John Collins make?
I got it right now. Let's see.
You got Bron and AD both gonna be at 40 plus.
So he's making pretty much the same as that Rozier deal.
How much?
So he's got three more years after this year, 25, 26, and 26.
Oh yeah, Lakers can afford that. Why would they want Russ? They loaded in guards. That's not what they need.
Who's they?
Atlanta.
I don't think you understand. No, you're not understanding the deal, bro.
He didn't say Cleveland. He said it's the Raptors.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is this. So Atlanta, I think Atlanta would, and I'm not saying I'm for this deal. I'm just asking if you guys are for it. So I think Atlanta would do that deal.
Would do that.
Yeah, I think Atlanta would do that deal because they've been trying to trade him for a year and no one's meeting the price and they want to just get him off the books, right?
I agree with you. Atlanta would do that, but my thing is, I don't see the Lakers because that'd be 5 guys. You got 2 guys getting 40 plus and Bron and AD. Then let's just say VanVleet got 28. Let's just say then she said Collins at 23. Then you got Trent. Let's just bring Trent at 22. So you have 22, 23, 28, 40 plus, 40 plus. Hell no. They ain't paying that.
Yeah,
so,
they ain't even counting up.
So the only thing is if you're gonna contend for a championship, if you need a championship roster, your 3 and 4 guys have to be paid. So look at the teams that can never break through. Look at Portland when they had those 2 guards that were killing, couldn't break through. They didn't have that third guy. When AD and Drew Holiday were killing and going on runs in the playoffs, they couldn't make it through. They didn't have that third guy. So like at the end of the day, like I get it. I agree. It doesn't necessarily have to be an all-star level player, but it has to be up for something. So like Boston has Tatum and Brown, and they got the 6th man of the year or defensive player of the year, right? They got that candidate. You got to have that third dude that's on the level of either an all-star level player or an award winner that gets paid like one. So without that, you're going to be a play-in team. So when you look at this and you're seeing, okay, these players out there, any trade we make, like I'd rather have John Collins than Rozier and Hayward because to make that trade without giving up a first, you have to take back money and clear their books. So you use pretty much everything you have to play right now, and you get essentially 3 starters.
No, I hear what you're saying, but the key is you said a lot with that. I hear what you're saying for your third player, but I don't see the Lakers getting Collins, VanVleet, and Trent. That's just gonna be too much money. Lakers ain't taking no salary like that.
It could be too much later if you keep all three of them moving forward. If you keep all three of them, like I said, you can move them in a separate deal later. But those are tradable players. And you're just getting out of Russ and two guys you're not going to re-sign. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what he's saying is you would have to re-sign VanVleet and Trent. So basically, the Lakers probably would choose between which one they would want. They would.
They'd be trading for them to sign both. They wouldn't be giving up picks to. Like that's a good thing about having Rich Paul involved. If there's no tampering involved, because their agent is in your building already. You know what I mean? So you'll know if you're going to re-sign them or not before you make that deal. And like Kareem said, I think a deal's already there. I think it's like, look, I thought I was like, look, this is what we'll give you. If no one meets this offer by the deadline, call me. It's on. I think that deal's already there. Yeah, it's just a matter of if they find someone to top it.
Yeah, but what we're trying to say is like the Lakers are not going to want to pay all three of them dudes 20-something plus million. They would pick two out of the three to pay that to. Is what we're saying.
Well, they can move one later. It's about this year, is what I'm saying. They can trade one later and get a pick back. So what I'm saying is, if you're trying to go in this year, you got Russ taking up all that money in one slot. You got two guys you are not going to resign. What I'm saying is, and it makes your team better, and you can worry about the rest in the offseason. As far as but that Toronto deal, they would make that trade knowing they're going to sign both of those. Whoever that other deal is with Lonnie and Pat's money, they can sort that out next season. But the Lakers are approaching free agency now via trade because they're not going to be able to sign anyone later.
That's a good point.
So they're doing that now.
So then, if you do Fred and Gary, then that might open up the door for Kyrie in a signing trade.
Well,
if you're moving Fred.
Well, the problem is they're not, because then both teams get hard capped. So I don't see, that's why you don't see signing trades anymore. So it's ideally, but the Lakers would have to, it could, if both teams are like, look, this is the best we can do in the next 2 to 3 years, the hard and they willingly go hard cap. But that's extremely rare nowadays because it takes away all your options.
Yeah, it definitely does. If you hard cap yourself, it definitely does.
Yeah, so that's why you don't see signing trades anymore. I would love to see that, but it's just it happens. So I'm saying, like, it's, you look at the Lakers, they signaled with that Rui trade that they had that thing lined up already. And another thing is, Lakers don't leak information. The information always comes out from teams once talks have died. You haven't heard a single thing on this Atlanta side, right? We didn't hear a single thing on Washington when it came to Rui. We heard Kuzma. So the Lakers stuff doesn't leak when it's ongoing. It's always after the fact.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like, only problem I'm seeing with the Collins thing is, doesn't that kind of push Rui back to like a bench role?
No, because you can. Here's the thing: we keep talking about starters, but we need a bench. We need 1 through 8, not 1 through 5, and it's depth. So it's like Collins is signed, so Rui's the free agent to be. So if you told Rui he was going to start, you honor that deal. John Collins you don't got to butter him up any. He signed for 3 more years. You can bring him off the bench. So it's just a matter of, figuring what works. And I'm not saying it has to be Collins. I'm just saying there's another deal. If they make that Toronto deal, they still have options because dudes' prices are dropping.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Definitely
for the guys that are trying to move. So whether it's a Josh Richardson, if you're trying to get that KCP rollback over here, whether it's just McDermott for a shooter to not overpay for Bojan, like there's options out there. And I think if that Toronto thing happens, I think you're going to see a second trade like immediately after. Because I think they're realizing they're not going to re-sign these guys. So Lonnie's priced himself out. Pat Bev is going to be a year older. So I don't think they're going to look to re-sign him. So you can flip them right now without, giving up crazy assets and pull something back.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. I definitely agree with you on that. Especially you're not going to keep him anyway.
Yeah, and I just thought it was really interesting today that Collins price tag leaked, that it was dropped. So he'll be a nice piece to get for this season. And like I said, and then you can move him. But they can make it work financially.
I mean, the money will add up because Westbrook makes 47 plus another 13 plus another
it's exactly what they're paying now. Yeah, exactly. Instead of being 3 players that aren't helping you, it's going to be 3 players that are going to help you. You know what I mean? That fit your rotation and fit the timeline moving forward.
What happened?
Oh,
Everybody's got quiet.
Yeah, I thought somebody else was gonna build in. My bad.
I think it's going to be a deal like something like that. Like I think that Toronto deal is more likely than people think, because Toronto drafts well too. So let's say Toronto, and I agree with, I heard y'all earlier about OG's price tag. 3 picks are just way too much. But someone like the Knicks would probably do that. So if you get, let's say they just get 2 picks. Let's say you get 2 first-round picks from the Knicks, 2 first-round picks from the Lakers, and you draft well, and you got cap space, like that's the right move for Toronto. It's a smart move.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you're keeping,
they don't get a lot of free agents anyway.
Yeah, and you're keeping Siakam, and you're keeping Scotty Barnes, and you got cap space to where they can go the Kawhi route. Maybe it's not a free agent, but they got space to take on someone in a trade. They can like swallow up a bad contract. You know what I mean? Or a contract that another team star comes available. They got all these picks and they got the cap space. It can be the Kawhi situation all over again. But maybe this time someone has 2 or 3 years left on their deal.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Zai Missouri, I mean, he loves doing stuff like that from the Kawhi deal. So I mean, that makes perfect sense.
The trade works for both parties. Like a good trade and what develops relationships is when both people walk away happy. So Toronto would walk away happy with that deal, and I think in the end the Lakers would too.
Yeah, because it is a lot of reports coming out that a lot of them Toronto guys are not happy with what's going on in Toronto right now.
Oh, and they're coincidentally both clutch guys.
No coincidence in that.
yeah. So I think it's more likely than people think. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I think if the Lakers are smart and give up on that 3rd star idea, which has been their way for forever, but if they choose the depth route, I think they'll spend the money. They've proven that they'll spend the money. They're a repeater tax team. They'll spend, but they're tired of spending and not getting to the playoffs or not getting out of the first round due to injuries. So they need depth to counteract that.
Well, if they get the Toronto deal, they ain't got to worry about not making the playoffs or getting kicked out in the first round.
No, they don't. They're in pretty much no matter what. I feel, even if AD gets hurt again, like I feel they're in no matter what. So it's, and like I said, that Collins deal or something like that is just for added depth, which you're going to need, and he can guard wings.
Now that I think about it even more, I kind of agree with you. Damn, Collins would be a good fit because if AD go down, Collins could slot in his spot.
Mm-hmm. And he can guard multiple positions. He's athletic. He can rim run. He can hit the 3. Like he's a solid player, and a guy that you wouldn't have. You'd be giving up guys you're not going to. It's the Rui deal all over again. You're giving up people you're not going to sign, picks you don't really care about that you can purchase and replace, and you get a starter level player that's controllable under contract who you can move later for value. It's a win-win. If it was me,
the salary cap is going up, so it's his value would be even better because on that team.
And it falls right within the line when the deck's clear. The Lakers are positioned well when that cap goes crazy. They're positioned well. So I don't know. I think I would do a deal like that because that's just crazy at the depth.
Yo, people, y'all want to jump in. I need y'all ain't going nowhere, right? Dre and Jeff, right?
No, I'll be here for a bit.
All right, yeah, 'cause after I'll be like 5 minutes. But anybody want to jump in now so I could put y'all in and join. Y'all could join Jeff and Dre. I'll be back like 5 minutes, but y'all, I'm gonna drop the link. Y'all want to come kick it? Come through, man. Come through. I'm gonna stay around for like 5 minutes before I have to run out real quick. I'll be like 5-7 minutes. But I need y'all to come in now because I ain't gonna be able to drop no link afterwards. Anybody want to come in and come to the panel? Come to the panel. Hit that like button. Come through right now. I dropped the link. Go, y'all can talk. I'm gonna stay around for 5 more minutes before.
So real quick before you head out, because I didn't catch the beginning of the show and you probably talked about this, but what's your ideal trade, Kareem? Like if you were Pelinka, what's the deal you're doing or trying to do?
Gary Trent.
Just by himself?
That'd be my. Think about it. Every other deal to me. Think about the. Yeah, people say Lakers need a center, but the reality is, I think about down the stretch. I'm thinking about the playoffs and things like that. AD gonna be playing center, right? So that that right there, Thomas Bryant can hold down to fault what he's doing. Wendell Gabriel do what he do. And then whatever we get out of Jones, get out of Jones. And then if you ain't even that bad with Jones, you could always grab one of these guys like the Cousins or somebody and Christian Thompson, somebody. Worst case, if you really a center something you can hold that. Them guys not playing down the stretch anyway. The last 5 minutes of the game. AD gonna play center the last 5 minutes. Okay, then you got Braun and Rui, right? So now you got the point and the shooting guard. Gary Trent makes all the sense. You look at his age, he compete defensively, and he would need outside shooting. And then a shooter, he played defense at the point guard. So he makes all the sense. Now you bringing a forward. Now what happens then? Like you bring Bogdanovic, he's not the priority. What happens then?
And he's too expensive for what you're getting for him.
Yeah. Like because you ain't gonna be able to play all of them at the same time. To me, that's on the market right now. And he cost-wise, what I think the Lakers were willing to do, give up at least one first. They don't want to empty with two. Unless it's like an all-star. But Zach LaVine would cost them more, but Trent fit perfect.
Yeah, I think Trent's the target.
To me, I think I will zero in on. I'll be zeroing in on Trent right now. Like I will be there, and I think especially the Lakers offer Lonnie too, because now you're getting somebody that's. But Toronto, like they say, they weird. Y'all still trying to win, or y'all want to get into the Victor sweepstake? I don't know. But
and wouldn't that open up another roster spot for them, giving a 2-for-1?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just
we already because mind you, what's the name? Russ wouldn't be part of no Trent deal. I know a lot of you want to get rid of Russ, but my focus would be getting Trent more so than getting rid of Russ. See, that's where the Lakers have to make decision. What's your focus? I'll be more focused getting Trent than getting rid of Russ because Trent can't be unless you put Trent with attach him to a whole bunch of players.
Yeah, I think they're trying to move. I think they're trying to attach Trent with VanVleet. I think that's kind of where it is. I think that's where they want to do the deal with the Lakers because they can get Russ to clear the books. Even more money you can save if you waive him and someone picks him up and they pay the difference. So it's the more I think about it, the more I just think it lines up that they're just not going to re-sign both of those guys. If they can get 2 picks, get them out of there, waive Russ, someone can sign him for 2, 3, 4, whatever million, and that's even less than they have to pay. I think it just makes sense for both parties.
We got big time Laker fans said, Kareem, this is interesting discussion on your panel. Is smoking. Dre and Jeff is solid. Yeah, they good. They doing good. I appreciate it. So
appreciate you.
They definitely doing good. They're gonna hold it down for me. That's why I asked if they're gonna be it for like 5 to 7 minutes. I got to run out. If anybody want to join now, because I'm running out 2 minutes. Go my boy Hearn. What up, Hearn? What's up, Hearn? Hearn. I have to make sure I'm bringing the right people. What up, Hearn?
Yeah, salute, my nigga. I don't know if you can see me.
Yeah, that's Hearn. Just say your voice. Say what's up.
Man, shit, you good?
What's up, Herm?
Nah, I was asking people to come up because I had to run out for like 5 minutes. This way, y'all can hold the chat down.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Hey, you think that Hornets deal pretty good through, man?
Huh? I ain't really heard nothing. I'm just hearing about it now. I ain't really heard too much about the Hornets deal, but
I mean, to be honest though, Mal Bridges never got in trouble. That would have been a deal that happened in the first place, though.
I think so. I
think you're right there.
Yeah, you spot on with that.
I believe Jordan.
I think that's a fallback trade.
Yeah, Jordan just on some shit anyway. He want to make as much cap space as possible. I think he'll benefit both teams. I think Russ would fit well with LaMelo Ball because LaMelo rather play the 2 anyway, and plus he like to play up tempo. So them 2 motherfuckers, they'll do some damage together, and possibly Jordan will actually probably be the on.
I think you fell
You
out
still
there.
you still there, Harm?
I think you got.
Oh
I think he's
shit!
in-
Yeah, I did fall
Oh,
out. I did fall out. But,
all we heard was
no, but-
Jordan would be the, and
Hold
then
up,
you were gone.
hold up for 1 second. MJ.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
I just
What's
want to
up,
make sure
MJ?
you're the right person. I'm about to step out right now, so I
Salute,
gave
MJ.
everybody get a chance. Hold
How
on,
you
hold
doing,
on.
guys?
Chat down.
Got you.
for sure, we got you.
I've been listening to y'all. Y'all make some good sense. I never thought of the Atlanta trade because another report. Because I live in LA, and they was thinking about Patrick Beverley for the center for Orlando because he could hit the jump, he could hit the three, and he could
You talking
block
about
shots.
Ball? You talking about
No, you
Ball?
talking
Yeah.
about Mo Bamba. No, you
Mo
talking about
Bamba?
Mo Bamba.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mo
Mo Bamba?
Bamba.
You
Yeah.
talking about Ball? Okay.
I know they talked about that. Like that was. I think that one got talked about a while ago because the Lakers been wanting what's his name for a minute and a half. What's Terrence Ross? They've wanted him forever. They've been linked to him forever, and it just
I
have
think he can
never.
get blown out.
Yeah. So I think that's why they're not touching him more. But they've been trying to trade for him for like 2.5 years.
That's a fact. That's a
So,
fact.
but they haven't been able to get him. So, one thing I think if you pay attention, I think what you'll realize is when these leaks come out about the Lakers, it's never on the Lakers side. The Lakers, ever since Magic left, no Laker info leaks from the Lakers side.
Yeah, you're right. You're
So
right.
it typically comes out from the team once talks have stopped. So
That's a
why
fact.
that the reason why I'm talking about that Atlanta thing is because we haven't heard a thing about it other than his price drop today. So had we heard we had heard something that Rui's price started to drop about 3 days before that Laker deal hit.
But
So,
I think that Hawks deal that you bring up though, that's a good idea. But I think that's like an off-season type of move.
Yeah. So you talk about the Hornets
I
deal?
think. No, I'm talking about the Atlanta Hawks. I think that deal would happen in the off-season rather than during the season.
I don't think it's gonna happen in the offseason because they
I'm
don't
gonna
want to
tell
play.
you
The
why.
guy's unhappy.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm gonna tell you why though. The Hawks haven't made their mind up whether they want to get rid of the coach or get rid of the players. And I think 9 times out of 10, they'll rather get rid of McMillan than to get rid of Trae Young right away or John Collins right away. So I think he'll be gone before they'll be gone.
No,
So
I get you
think-
on that, but I think I think Collins' beef is with the coach and Trae Young. So it's
Yeah.
like, so that's why I think he's out of there.
Yeah, because there's been reports that they already gave him permission to try to find a deal for him.
Yeah, they're letting him talk to teams already. He's out the door. You know what I mean? I typically, and I agree with you, Herm. I think like 9 times out of 10, that's how it goes down. But the fact that they've been trying to move this guy for about a year and a half now, and no one has met the price. So I think that they're just gonna be like, look, let's just get him off the books. Let's get some dead money that's coming off the books. Let's move him, get whatever picks we can, and be done with it. So that's where I think they're going with it. And that's where the Lakers come in. You know what I mean? Because that's exactly what they're lined up for. So,
Yeah,
but
Beverly
I'm not saying
and,
it's gonna happen. But
Yeah, and Beverly and Walker expiring contract.
free agents, and they could look to resign Lonnie. You know,
But it's John Collins. It's John's worth just unprotected first round pick.
this what? No, they're saying second. That's why they said it. They said his price dropped, so they're saying it's second round picks now, and that's why the Lakers go right to the front of the line because they can offer everything that matches that demand.
Give me 2 minutes, guys.
Yeah, Herm, they just dropped that ESPN report a couple hours ago that this price from first round pick to lower.
So to me, that's signaling, hey guys, we got a deal. Can you beat it? You know what I mean? And if no one comes with it, whoever that was leaked, to try to get them to up their ante, they don't up it, then that deal just happens. Because I think, that's very similar to how the Ruby trail went down.
I'm gonna tell y'all who was sleeping in since y'all brought that up because I didn't know that till now. Watch out for the Memphis Grizzlies.
For
they
who?
might sneak up in there. They might could get a guy like John.
Oh yeah. No. I agree.
We got all
there.
the assets. Yeah, we got all the assets to get him. Yeah, we may need to jump on that.
Yeah, it'd be a perfect fit for y'all, Herm.
Yeah.
No, that I agree with, no doubt.
Because Clark been inconsistent for y'all this year.
Yeah, and he would fit great there. But
Yeah.
But I think he definitely gets moved though this year.
Hey, don't be surprised if the Clippers try to get in on that.
I think the Clippers need a point. They need a point guard.
They need both though.
But they don't have a ton of things to move. Like their draft situation is actually worse than the Lakers. They gave up everything.
No, they actually got a first round pick they could get rid of, and they got that trade exemption. So they
got one trade they can move until like 29. So I don't think they're using it for Collins. You know what I mean?
I probably would.
Like I could see him going after a point guard with that more than a big that would probably be a backup for him.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely hear you talking about them going after a point guard, but I don't. Point guards they're trying to go after. I mean, unless they're gonna get like a Kyle Lowry or a Mike Conley type of point guard. I don't see.
That's what I think they're getting. That's what I think they're getting.
Yeah,
I think they get Lowry, Conley, or if the Lakers for some reason just don't do the Toronto deal, then I think they go after VanVleet. But I think it's more likely that it's Conley or Lowry that end up with the Clippers. I think that's almost automatic for them. They're going to get a point guard.
Yeah, because I don't think they got enough assets to get VanVleet.
That's what I'm saying. Unless the Lakers just don't do the deal and Toronto's like, don't want to lose them for nothing. That's the only way I see that happening. But I think it's Lowry or Conley, which will be a good pickup for them. Because I don't know what other point guards are really, that's out there and movable. But you guys think CP3 gets moved?
Yeah, I think in the offseason he will. I think in the offseason he'll be moved. Not trade there. I think in the offseason. I hate to say it for the Lakers, man. Y'all gonna get old because that's who the Lakers gonna get. They're gonna get Chris Paul in the offseason.
I don't think they're gonna do that. One, Phoenix doesn't like dealing with the Lakers, so that's a division team. So I don't think so.
But it is new ownership.
The money don't work in the offseason either. They would have to do it now, Herm, because in the offseason they won't have Russ. They won't have Russ contract. They won't have no contract, but AD, LeBron, and Rui.
Reeves probably gonna resign.
Yeah, Reeves.
And I don't think CP3 ends up a Laker. I think if it was 2 years ago, but now I don't.
Guys, so for background, Trevor and I are in the same dynasty football league, and I had the number 1 overall pick. He had number 2.
What was that?
Yeah, repeat that, brother. Repeat that. He dropped out. Man.
No, I think that was just.
Can you hear me?
I think something played on accident.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I gotta give y'all credit, man. I gotta give y'all credit because y'all. I like how y'all talk basketball, all calm and not all that hollering. That stuff is irritating. You know what I'm saying? I like people that y'all talk good. I like that, man.
I just gotta respect other people's time to talk. That's all it is.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, but you made some good points, man. When you came in, I was like, I never thought of that. Because the Lakers, the word on the street is they want to, just like you say, they want to play for young players that they can sign now for the next 3 or 4 years.
Yep.
That's why they might not trade for Bogdanovic because he's older. They want the young boys, and that Trent. They always wanted Trent, so you got something now. They want the young guys so they can sign.
I mean
and they got the kid from.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Toronto deal would be the best, but the whole catch to it, your jury, what does he want for those 2 players? What he's gonna ask for those 2 players? I think the price going to be too high, especially for VanVleet, because he is an all-star guard, and he is a 2-way player. He is a champion. He do have experience, so I mean, he gonna ask for a lot. Your jury he gonna try to pull Danny Ainge type of moves with these guys that he got. So I don't think it's gonna be hard for the Lakers to get that done.
Well, I hear you, but there's a difference between what someone wants and what someone's gonna pay. And I think when you look at it, you got 2 free agents to be. And you got Rich Paul out there threatening other teams, saying he won't resign with them if they trade for him. So there's a card in the deck there that that's getting played here, and I think a lot of people overlooking that. It's how a lot of the reason how AD ended up a Laker. You know what I mean? Because Boston had the better deal, but Rich Paul was like, nope. You know what I mean? So these teams call. That's what I'm saying. So the Lakers have direct contact to these players right now. They know what's going to take to re-sign them. They know how much they got to pay. They know everything already. And at the end of the day, it's when you look out there. So they get to clear their books. They get 2 first-round picks. And then if they just do that move, then they're probably going to move OG because the Knicks will probably be stupid enough to give up 3 picks for him. So now you've got 5 first-round picks.
And Siakam will get traded too.
With a GM that drafts well, because you're not going to sign any big-time free agents. But now you got a slot there that you can make a move for a star and absorb him into your cap space, plus have all those picks to build around them. So I think the Laker deal might be one of the best ones. I think Toronto's waiting on the Lakers to make the decision more than the Lakers are waiting on Toronto to be honest.
Because think about it, Toronto is the ones that put it out there. So Toronto wants it done, but I think Jeanie Buss don't want to get rid of those 2 picks for some reason. It's Jeanie Buss, really.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't get rid of those. I mean, I get, but I think the Lakers this is what we'll give you. If nothing exceeds it, call us back. And I think Toronto's gonna find that not a lot of people are gonna give them, what they want for those players, especially if you've got Rich Paul out there working back channels. So I think that's why I said when Miles Turner signed that deal, I was like that made his trade value go higher. You know what I mean? So that doesn't mean the Lakers won't trade for him now, because coincidentally now they made that deal line up exactly.
I mean, we'll see how the draft plays out.
Bro, do it sound like his voice keeps switching?
I think something's being played on the internet or something. It's just coming through.
No, I keep trying to put on my Bluetooth and keep playing the Lakers. You know the Lakers show when they be talking in other.
Okay, yeah. If I say 1 minute, you sound different.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what? He's got that software that changes his voice.
I thought I was being.
Yeah, the Bluetooth is not connected, so I could play it in the car. So now I gotta hold the phone. I'm like, what?
It's connecting. It's connecting to us. It's what it's not.
Yeah, but
it's
not connected in my car.
But I hate to start this with y'all though, man. But I feel sorry for the Laker fan base, man. Y'all only gonna be able to see one good thing out of this. Y'all gonna see LeBron Kareem working in the Laker uniform. I think that's gonna be y'all season right there. I think y'all dug yourselves too much of a hole. I think the teams in front of y'all, they're not gonna go on a big loser streak to the point where that they go fall after 10.
Maybe. I mean, I can't tell the future, but
we gotta win.
I do.
Y'all really gotta win these next 10 games. Y'all really gotta go 8 out of 10. You really can't.
Nah, we're good.
There you go.
You really can't.
And to be fair, I mean, I trust the Lakers playing against the West of Memphis. Memphis can't beat no one in the West. And ever since the Lakers put them hands on them, they've been boogie. So
here's the thing with us. Here's the thing with us though. When we get distracted, that's when you get us. But when we focus, really nobody can mess with us. So I think we're gonna be layers of focus, especially at home. We go blow them out. Golden State, because they know they don't want to be at a bottom seed. Golden State gonna be motivated. OKC, they young, dumb, really don't have nothing to lose, so they gonna play freely. So OKC gonna win some games out of that. Then you got Milwaukee. Milwaukee gonna be motivated for sure because how y'all won the last time. So Milwaukee gonna come with it. And Chris Memphis, and they've been looking good lately. Milwaukee been looking good these last few weeks, actually. So
the Lakers play the top teams better than they play the lower teams, to be honest. But it's a fair point. The Lakers, they dug this hole themselves, right? So they gotta. But I will say, their schedule down the stretch. So they've had one of the roughest schedules this far into the season, and now it falls off a cliff. So their schedule technically gets easier. And so and they're gonna be. This is when the league, once the NFL's done, then it's just LeBron everywhere, right? Every national TV game is a Laker from here on out, and so they're gonna the strength of schedule really dips after this week, and that's when they're gonna. And coincidentally, it's right after the trade deadline. So if they make these trades, and if the biggest if in the room is if AD can stay on the floor, if you have a healthy AD, healthy LeBron, some new bodies in there, I'm not worried about any of those teams ahead of us. No one in the West scares me at all, like none. So
I don't blame you for feeling that way. But when you got one of the worst owners in sports, man, nothing fit to get done, man. I think Jeanie Buss really. I think
one of the what owners?
Really,
I didn't hear what you said.
The worst owners in sports.
One of the, I mean, maybe
we'll see. Jeanie Buss really is the reason why y'all haven't made any moves, and I think she gonna stand packed on that. Think about it. Her and her relationship with LeBron James, it's slick been coming out a lot lately. They don't like each other. They basically want to be done with one another. And I think Jeanie Buss would go out of her way not to make any moves because she feels like she's done too much already for LeBron. So I think the Lakers not going to make any moves, to be honest. She said, you asked for Russ. We got you, Russ. You finna deal with this shit. And I think that's what she's stuck on.
I think you're overblowing that arm because LeBron already came out and said that he wanted to be a Laker for one. He wanted to retire a Laker. And for two, I think him and Jeanie Buss, they may disagree over the Russ thing, but I don't think it's as deep as you and other people have been trying to make it.
Yeah, I think you're half right. I think that they do want him to clean up the mess he made with the Russ trade. But if they see a deal out there that'll make them better, because believe me, she loves the Lakers more than she hates LeBron. So if she sees a deal out there that she thinks makes sense for the team for now and moving forward, it isn't just about LeBron. I think she makes the deal. Yeah. But the thing is, Bron only makes deals that suit him. You know what I mean? She's thinking about now and later. So I don't think that makes you a bad owner. I don't think any of this bad owner stuff came out until she started telling LeBron no. You know what I mean? So it's
but I
don't think.
But I also believe Jeanie Buss and Rob Pelinka see it too. If we are going to get rid of these two picks, we need to make sure that this trade gonna make us a championship contender. If it's not going to real deal put us in the championship, we not going to make.
I think that Toronto deal. I think that Toronto deal does. That Toronto deal does.
Yeah, that's Toronto.
Yeah.
So I think they would do that.
Does too. But so I think you jury wants more though. That's what I think.
He's not going to get more. He's not going to get more. So it's no one's trading for guys they are not sure they can resign. It's not happening. So So and it just doesn't make sense for him to do that. So it's just and I'm telling you, like obviously I wasn't in the room, but I guarantee you when they had that deal lined up with Sacramento to get Buddy, and LeBron and AD came in the last minute and was like, we want Russ. They're like, all right, if we make this deal, we're not doubling down to clean this up. So when everyone is like F them picks, well, the Lakers already had them F them picks moments when they traded for AD, when they traded for Russ. They did those F them picks already.
That's right.
So what are they supposed to do? Just continue to say, here, just keep spending money on something that's sinking just to make you happy? No, it's our future too. Because the same people that are like F them picks will be the same people crying about why'd you trade our future when it goes bad. So it's like, they gotta be smart, man.
Yep. Gotta be
That's a fact.
And then another thing I was telling my friends, while the Lakers be losing, I call him Darvin Scam. He scammed me. He call him Darvin Scam because he came with that Frank Vogel lineup, small ball. Now, if y'all watch the Lakers, we win when we play big. We play that 3 or 4 guard lineup. Oh man, I want to break the TV. The whole LA is pissed off at Darvin Scam. We lost 5 games by the refs, and we lost 10 games by Darvin Scam. So that's why the Lakers in the predicament right now. Darvin Scam, he scammed us, man.
Yeah, Darvin
that
talks a big game.
Lineup is killing
Darvin talks a big game and doesn't back it up. He speaks of a great game plan. He talks like he'll get you hyped up. But then he gets out there when the game's on the line and things are going. It's like he just freezes
and don't do nothing.
Coach doesn't know how to finish out a game.
His inexperience has been shown this year.
It has, and that's where the Lakers messed up by not giving him. Well, I mean, it's just they messed up by not giving him a really, really experienced like offensive assistant that could help him like in these stretches of games. Like, because I feel he's good enough defensively. I think he's got a good enough defensive scheme. That's just the players being lazy. But I think offensively, they just lack. You tell a really good head coach the out of bound, their plays out of timeouts. It's how you know you have a really good, like a coach that has their offense together. When you see them come out of a timeout, every team in the world knows what they're going to do. It's going to be Braun getting the ball on the right side, dribble, pull up. Now, every team can D up on that because they know what's coming. So it's like Frank Vogel had the same problem. You know what I mean? So they fixed the problem as far as a coach that can hold players accountable to a point, but they did not fix like their out of timeout calls, and they didn't fix their end of game calls like design. So
that's his assistant coaches too, though. His assistant coaches.
That's what I'm saying. But they don't have any. They don't have any real experience over there. They don't have a guy. They should have went and got like a really, really good assistant coach for him, paid for an associate head coach that can handle the offense until he was comfortable.
Yeah, ever since J. Kidd left their coaching staff, bro, that's the problem they've been having with their assistant coaches and coaches period.
Yeah, so that's where it is.
Stupid ass small ball.
Yeah, small ball.
Hey,
you don't.
Yesterday when y'all watched the game, we would have lost yesterday. If Patrick Beverley would have played, he'd have a 3-guard lineup, and that putback, that block that we got, we wouldn't have gotten no block.
Yeah, I mean, I think Darvin is spending too much time like on his relationship with Russ, and it's costing him on his relationship with the team. So it's like you fix Russ, you got him to accept the bench role. Cool. Now the whole season doesn't have to be about keeping Russ comfortable. Like you've made him a bench player. He gets with the program. That's what you got these dudes for. You got Lonnie Walker. You got Pat Bev. You got Dennis Schroeder. You got these dudes. So if Russ got out of pocket, send his ass home and put these next man up. That's what you got these dudes for. That's what we have all these guards, was to leverage Russ. Now you fix Russ's issue with getting him on the bench and doing all that. Now stop trying to spend the rest of the season trying to please Russ because you're losing the rest of the damn team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, between that and then making, man, it'd be killing the team, man.
So that's why I think they know they're going to trade them. And I think like the Lakers been out there saying they're not going to do this, not going to do that. The Lakers play their own game of chess too. They're not as dumb as everyone thinks. They're not. You know what I mean? Have they made mistakes? Yes, but so is every other team out there. But ESPN doesn't lead off when other teams do stupid stuff. Only when the Lakers do stupid stuff because it gets the clicks and it gets the attention and people fall for it, which is cool. But at the end of the day, like they're not as bad as everyone thinks they are. They delivered a damn championship. They got AD. They got Braun. They draft well. Like at the end of the day, teams would kill to have that formula. You know what I mean?
They definitely be acing their second round picks. They definitely do that.
Yeah. The other teams should be paying the Lakers to draft for them. You know what I mean? It's like they draft and they develop. So the other young Buss boys, I'm telling you, those dudes are about it.
Oh yeah.
So Jesse and Joey, they know what's up.
Their scouting is impeccable, bro. I can't lie about that.
So, and I'm telling you, Jeanie is just tired of the BS. Like the thing about it is, Braun was bigger than Akron, Ohio. He was bigger than Cleveland. He was bigger than the Miami Heat. He's not bigger than the Los Angeles Lakers, and they're gonna remind him of that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he needs to chill.
And I think that's where they clash at because he's always been the Big Apple, and in LA, that's not the case.
No, and it's cool. He can be the face. Jeanie doesn't care about that.
Make a right turn on North Fuller Avenue, then make a right turn.
Hey, make a right turn, man. Don't turn left. But I think people are like
nigga driving.
These false narratives, man. Like they go further than they need to go.
Yeah, definitely. The Lakers definitely need to get more shooting, my guy. Definitely more shooting.
They do. Absolutely. And I think they're trying, but the thing is everybody knows they need shooting, so they're going to double the price on them. So wait till that's why they're patient. Everything, I guarantee you the price on Rui was way higher a month ago. You know what I mean? So they've learned the closer it gets to the deadline, these dudes trying to move people aren't paying what they're asking. People aren't paying the Laker tax, so neither are the Lakers. And then they're going to get a guy. You'll see.
And Philip Moore, they should have drafted Tatum.
What's that?
No, I'm reading the comments.
Oh.
Comments, yeah, it's a guy named Philip Moore. He said they should have drafted Tatum. I said definitely.
Yeah, I mean, hindsight's 2020, bro. I mean, but we had Ingram at the time. Like, I get why they went the Zoe route, but now, yeah, it looks like a horrible one. It took completely but.
Nah, not really, because they probably would have gave Tatum up in the AD trade.
That's what I was saying. That was my next point. He'd be gone anyways. He'd be gone. So it wouldn't have mattered because they definitely, I don't care even if Tatum balled out year 1, year 2, He would have been the guy. Maybe they keep Ingram though. You know, maybe they don't have to give up 3 guys, but Tatum still would have been gone.
Because they definitely would have asked for Tatum, but they wouldn't have did no deal.
Yep, and that's why Boston didn't do a deal. And it comes back to the same thing with the Toronto thing. They didn't want to move, you know, a core piece for a guy they didn't know they could sign, or we're being told hell no, they wouldn't sign.
Yeah, man. How do you feel? Do you feel like? I mean, I don't know, man. Do you feel like if the Toronto deal doesn't go through, that the Lakers can find another move that will make sense as well?
I mean, one thing I will tell you about Rob that I've always seen. You remember when Kawhi chose the Clippers, and then literally 2 minutes later, just a flurry of Laker moves hit. So I don't think people appreciate or even understand how methodical Pelinka is. So I think there's like 4 or 5 deals that he would do that he's had discussions on, and it's just like, wait, check A, does that work? B, C, D.
74-51.
So I'm telling you, he's not as dumb as people think he is.
Oh yeah, no. I give him a whole lot of credit, bro. I think Jeanie
That's right there.
Holding him back.
I'm gonna turn around.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's just, I think there's teams have been gouging the Lakers. Teams have been overtaxing, overcharging.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around.
It's like, I think their whole thing, and they've said this, that they're gonna be patient and they're gonna wait. I mean, they've been pretty transparent on that. When the season started, they said we're gonna see where we are around Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving hit, you know, they weren't too far back in standings. Like, all right, we'll see where we are Christmas, end of the year. That came and went. Still not too far back. We're gonna see where we are, you know, approaching the trade deadline. They've been transparent. That's exactly what they've been saying.
Yeah, and if they get this Toronto deal, I ain't gonna lie, they're gonna be geniuses, because that patience definitely will ward off of something better than, because just think about it. They almost traded for Miles Turner and Buddy Hield before they shut down that press. I mean, that's why they shut down that press conference.
Yeah, because they wanted to figure that out if it was worth it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So just think, if you could get VanVleet and Trent instead of doing that deal,
then their patience. Because if you look about it, there's been several reports that have come out that said like all the GMs in the league are saying the Lakers are being smart. They're being smart. Like other GMs are crediting the Lakers for their approach. So it's like, because they're not taking the bait. So they're like, what the Lakers are doing are smart. And it is.
I know. Perfect.
So it's like, look, if Rob Pelinka thought like if Rob Pelinka was thinking or making trades like a fan, he'd be sitting in the seats with us. You know what I mean? Yeah, he can't operate like we think. You know what I mean? Yeah. Man's got to operate like that. That's the good difference between a good GM and a GM that knows he's getting fired. A GM that knows he's getting fired is making trades that's going to hurt the team 5 to 7 years from now, because that's going to hurt the next guy. You know what I mean? A guy that's making a move for right now and later is a guy who's planning to be here and trying to build something.
Yeah, I definitely totally agree with you. And
yeah, he makes sense.
I think Rob being an agent has helped him out tremendously.
And everyone says that like everyone hates him because he was an agent. That's not true. Rob is closer with a lot more people than people think.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like just from the trades and the moves he's been making, I see that he has a whole lot of relationships that he built in the NBA.
You saw him at Summer League, right? Everyone was chilling with him, laughing with him, joking with him. Mm-hmm. Like, dudes mess with Rob, man. In this league, you don't have the luxury of just, I don't like that dude, so I'm not gonna do a deal with him, because then you're not doing your job correctly. And your owner's coming after you like, I don't care if you like him, that's a better deal. Do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, and that's why I like Rob. I think that's why him and Kobe got along so much, because they're both so meticulous about all the details.
And they don't care. They don't care if they hurt your feelings in the process. They're doing their job.
Exactly. Where you from, my man? Where you from, Joe?
I live in LA.
You live in LA? Okay. I see a Agree to Disagree podcast. That's you?
Yeah, that's me. That's one of my
Okay. I'm gonna have to check you out, man. I'm definitely gonna have to come over there and support you and check
How many podcasts you got?
Appreciate you, man. I got 2 of them, and I produce. I'm kind of like behind the scenes on like a few more, but that, you know, it's not my product, so I don't talk about it. But
okay.
Well, yeah, not that I don't support them.
Is it all Lakers, or do you talk? What do you talk?
So
about?
I got one. It's I got one. It's the Agree to Disagree podcast, which is kind of open format, kind of all sports. It hits me and a Laker fan and a Boston Celtic fan, just talking shit back and forth. And then it's I've got the We Love LA podcast, which is pretty much Lakers and Dodgers.
Okay. Lakers and Dodgers. Yeah, okay. I see.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm just barely starting. I'm barely like getting back into it, and then barely kind of just getting on back in kind of like all these different panels. I hadn't really done a lot of these before until like maybe the last couple of weeks.
Okay, well, I can't tell, man.
Yeah, that's good.
You've been dropping gems in the whole time.
Nah, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. You've been chopping gems. You get some guys on here, because I be listening to their show, they'll get on here and try to cuss you out. I'm like, come on, man, we talking sports.
That's the whole point of the name of my podcast, Agree to Disagree. I can debate respectfully, even if someone thinks I'm crazy for my take. That's cool. You know what I mean? I got no problem with any of that. It's all just fun conversation to me.
So do you, like I was asking you earlier, so do you see any other deal outside of Toronto that still can make the Lakers a championship contender?
Championship? Well, I guess it depends how you look at it. If you think that just getting Russ off your books can help make you a contender, then yeah. If you have value, I don't hate that Spurs package. If it means getting rid of Russ, I don't mind it. I don't hate the Charlotte deal because you can get like 4/5 of their starting lineup for Russ alone. And I think there's deals out there that no one's even talked about that could happen. So
what's some of those? Bring some of those to the forefront then.
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. We haven't heard of them. We haven't heard of them. But I know there's a lot of guys. So for instance, like a lot of people talk about like Rob's relationships, like we just touched on, and I don't think a lot of people realize. Do you know who runs the Pistons?
No, I don't.
So Arm Tellem runs the Pistons. Arm Tellem was Kobe's original agent, aka Pelinka's boss. You get what I mean? And and so they could be talking all year, and that's never going to come out because they're boys. You know what I mean? So there could be that's just one relationship. He's really, really cool with dudes in New York. He's really, really cool with that Denver team, front office. That one dude just the dude that moves. So like he's really cool with God, who's that other dude he's really cool with? But like there's a lot of guys. That's why the Lakers, since Magic left, there's been no leaks because Pelinka don't leak nothing.
Yeah,
so it's
that's
like,
true. You don't
be keeping it in house.
Magic wanted. I love Magic. That's my guy. He's our legend. But Magic loves the attention and the credit too much. He doesn't just he wants to get the credit for everything. So he wants it out there that it was him. So he'll leak stuff before it's done and not realize that he's causing damage. You get what I mean? But it's just he's a showman. It's always the way he's been. You know, it's not his fault.
Yes,
but
for the pickup, you have to go to that guy.
Yeah. But as soon as like Magic left, the Laker leaks stopped completely. So it was, but I don't know. I think there's a lot. I think there's things that have been out there that have been discussed, but like I said, I don't know. I can't say for sure what's happening because that I don't know. Like I just try to read the tea leaves here. You know, I've been talking basketball my whole life, not just on the court, but the business side of it. And so sometimes you can see things that line up, and sometimes they pan out, and sometimes they don't.
Yeah,
that's true.
I was talking on another previous channel the other day, and they was talking about the Chicago trade, the Levine trade. I brought up an idea instead of them trading for Levine, if they do a Bulls deal, what do you think about a DeMar DeRozan and Vucevic type deal from the Bulls?
That's a lot of money for Vucevic. I'd rather do like a DeRozan and Caruso deal. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather get pieces that fit because I'm not going to pay a center. That's why they didn't do the Turner deal. Why are you going to pay a center $20 million when the AD is going to play center at the end of a game? You know what I mean? So to me, I'd rather get me pieces that make you deeper. DeRozan can score, and we already know what Caruso brings to us, and you already got 2 years off that deal that you didn't love. So my only thing is you know, DeRozan already got mental health issues. Do we want him playing in LA? You know what I mean? So it's you know what I mean. I'm not joking on him. I'm not clowning on him for his own personal safety and health. You know what I mean? You already saw it. It almost took down Russ last year. Could you imagine DeRozan taking that heat that Russ took last year? Like that's tough, bro.
I forgot all about his mental. Yeah, you're right about that.
So being that third player on a LeBron team, you got to be built a certain way. You have to be built a certain way.
Definitely do.
Because
look what happened to Kevin Love.
And Kevin Love and what? So you got to be really comfortable in your own skin to be the third dude on a LeBron team. It's not for everybody, let alone in Cleveland or Miami. But LA, like whole different ball game.
Yeah, I can't lie. New York and LA, as far as like the media and like the backlash, totally different animals.
Yeah, but it'll be I'm excited, man, because like I think we're gonna see some stuff we didn't expect. I think that Toronto thing's has a real chance. And then I think when you see that, I think it's going to be something like John Collins that pops out of nowhere that we didn't expect.
Oh yeah, I think it's going to be even like that for even more teams this year. To be real with you, I think the Lakers not going to be the only team that surprises this offseason. Well, not for sure, but it's trade deadline.
Yeah, for sure. But it's I think it was the 9th. What day is it today?
It's the 9th. Yeah, the deadline's the 9th.
So next Thursday. So we got
next Thursday. Yep. Mm-hmm.
You'll start seeing things happen like Tuesday. Like things will start happening on Tuesday for guys who don't want to, who are getting a little nervous and don't want someone to come in and top their deal. So you'll see something happen like a Tuesday, Wednesday, and then, then you'll see something that'll be like a flurry, and then it'll die, then it'll be like a flurry at the end. Then it's always like, okay, it's over, and then like 30 minutes later, once it got announced and called in right before the deadline start leaking out, and it still continues.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that the season has gone the way it's gone, because the way people were talking about the guy from overseas, man, I thought everybody in mom was going to be trying to take for him this year.
But you know what's funny? That's a fact. But you know what's funny about that? As soon as they put all his games on the N.B.A. app and everyone watched him play every day, his hype died. Did you notice that? Because I can't remember the last time I even heard his name.
Yeah, I can't lie. They've been talking about Scoot more than him.
Yeah, so it's like, because what happened was he was a myth, right? So everyone wanted to check him out, see what this is. They heard about him, but once they watched him play, they didn't really get excited. I think the dude's nice. I mean, he has the potential to be, but I always worry about those really, really tall, long guys. You know what I mean? Their legs.
They always have help.
I mean, he can come out and be phenomenal. I'm rooting for the kid. I hope he has a long career, makes a ton of money, and him and his family are straight. But I think to tank your entire team to get an unknown, I think that's always a bad idea, just because you never know what someone is. I mean, just look at Greg Oden, bro. Like, teams were falling over themselves to try to get to him, and look what happened to him.
Yeah, he didn't last 2 seasons.
Yeah, or because you become obsessed with the hype and you don't take a Kevin Durant because all that you hear is Greg Oden. And who'd have thought that Mike Conley would have had a better career than him playing in college, right? His teammate. So it's like,
why you fan trade? What about Eric Gordon? I don't think a first-round pick for Eric Gordon is worth it, my guy.
They're not going to get a first-round pick. They've been trying to get a first-round pick for a year and a half for him.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Gordon.
Yeah, Eric.
He's old as dirt, man.
He's old, but like, man, if he got bought out, we'd be all over him. You know what I mean? Because he can defend better than people think. He can catch and shoot. He could, yeah. So he's a good guy, good player to have in your team. That's just too expensive for his age, for what he makes. Like that's there's a reason. Like I said, there's a reason why Cam Reddish has not been moved. There's a reason why John Collins has not been moved. There's a reason why, like, all these, Turner, Hield. There's a reason why all these dudes have not been moved. It's because no one wants to pay that price for dudes with bad deals, or they're like, no. So we're taking money off your books. It's backwards. Back in the day when you had one of the best thing to have was expiring contract, because you can clear people's cap space. Now dudes are looking at that like, we're not signing these dudes crazy long term anyways. These guys got 2-year deal with a player option. Like, and all of these dudes will take low money deals, bet on themselves, and then they're cool, right? So it's like it's a different climate, and then they take away the sign and trade. So because of hard cap, so the way people do that is different now.
I got you. Hey, Ben, it's a guy named Benji in the chat. He said, what's your percentage of the Toronto deal happening?
That I don't know. I can't put a percentage on it. I would say if it was me, it would be 100 if it were me, but I'm not an NBA GM. If I had to bet right now, I don't want to take the easy way out and say 50-50. So I'll say 60-40 it happens.
60-40?
Yeah, I'll say 60-40 it happens. I think that I think it might be a little higher than that, but I don't have any like inside information or anything. I'm just the guy talking sports, But yeah. But just looking at the climate.
I'm at a 25% just because I'm not sure where Jeanie head is at, as far as like I'm not sure if Jeanie really wants to give up both of them picks yet.
Well, here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Remember when I said like it comes down to Rob might be like, okay, I'll do this trade, but these are the terms. I'm going to give you Russ and 2 picks. But maybe the Lakers are like, one of those picks or maybe like that 29 or 27 is lottery protected. You get what I mean? So I'm not, when I say or swaps. So when I say 2 first round picks, I'm not saying 2 unprotected first round picks. Okay, which I think so So what I'm saying is, that's I think the conversation started with Toronto is they wanted 2 first-round picks unprotected, and I think the Lakers are like, nah, like we're not. They're, see, the thing is, the funniest part about it is the catch-22 with this is the Lakers can use their free agents to be excuse, even though they're agents in their building, but they can still use it, right? So it's like even though they're kind of not in the same boat as other teams when it comes to them being free agents, but they can still play that card technically. So. They can be like, we're not giving that up for 2 free agents to be. Because here's the thing. What if they just absolutely play like trash next to LeBron in the playoffs? Then all of a sudden, what you thought you were going to pay him, you might not. So when you're trading for guys to play alongside LeBron, you're also trading that's what hurt Schroeder. So when the Lakers were offering him that money, they'd get to see what he played like next to LeBron in the playoffs. When not only are the lights on you for playing as a Laker in the playoffs, but you're playing next to LeBron in the playoffs. And a lot of guys fold. So
talking about fumbling the bag.
Yeah. So now they're coming out and they're saying, like, well, what if these guys don't produce and we don't know how they play yet with LeBron in the playoffs. So there's, like I said, there's narratives here like that could be played out here. But if they are like, look, we'll give you like one unprotected first round pick and then like a lottery protected first round pick, and then maybe Toronto's like, okay, how about a top 6 protected pick? And then you might have a deal there. You know what I mean? But those top 6, top 4, top whatever picks saved the Lakers like 3 straight years from that Nash trade, and they ended up getting their guys because they put protection in those picks.
Protections in them picks. Mm-hmm. So let me ask you another question, man. Why do you think so many teams are going crazy over these unprotected first round picks right now?
It's a good question. Teams are starting to spend a little bit more money on their scouting departments. So teams downsized about like 5-6 years ago. After that, whenever that last work stoppage was, I don't remember the date. Whenever the last, like, I don't want to say lockout, but like I think there was like preseason was lost or something. I don't remember what year it was. And a lot of teams laid off a lot of dudes in their staff. I know the Lakers did. Lonnie Lester was there a long time. They let him go. A lot of assistant guys. And what happened was teams really didn't rebuild their scouting departments after that. They saved the money. Now you're seeing a lot of these departments, a lot of these teams put money back in that department. So now when you have better scouts, then now those picks become more valuable. So I think that's why some of those picks are becoming more valuable. But it also depends where you are. If you're a team that's perennially good, like if you're like right now, if you're the Warriors, like those first round picks don't hold a lot of water. But the Laker picks, like teams don't know what they're going to look like. So that's why when the Lakers made the AD trade, when David Griffin when he made that deal, he wanted those picks to be late. You know what I mean? And picks off later. So that way he was banking on the Lakers being terrible post LeBron. So I think he kind of set the narrative for that. So I think other teams are following along with that, but they got to be careful because I don't think they're paying attention to the fact that the Lakers salary cap is clear, like right when that massive jump hits. And then what happens is they can go and sign 2 max players, be very good again, and those first round picks can mean nothing.
But we don't know how much the jump going to be.
Well, we know it's going to jump, right? So and we know that their money's flat around there. Welcome back, Kareem.
It's good. It's good. I appreciate it.
It's his show. I'm going to shut up now. It's his show.
Nah. I just wanted to say thanks. I appreciate y'all for holding it down.
Oh, no doubt.
Problem, man. Salute to you. No problem. Anytime.
Hey, what city are you in, Kareem?
New York.
What part?
Harlem.
Harlem? Okay. I'm from Red Hook originally.
Are you from Brooklyn?
Yeah, originally. I'm in LA now. Been out here for a while, but yeah, I'm from Red Hook originally.
Okay.
And I was out there. I was telling people how many Laker fans are in New York, man. It's crazy.
There's a lot of Laker fans.
Yeah, there's a ton of them out there. So, but damn, I forgot what I was saying.
Dame
Dollar. Y'all definitely held it down, man. I still see people in here and commenting crazy, which is good.
Dre held it down, man.
My boy Q, what up, Q?
That was all you, man. You were dropping gym at the gym, man.
Nah. See, but so I think a lot of people are like what happens if that next star becomes available and the Lakers burn their picks? So you got like that crowd, right? So that comes into it too.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think they need to stop stargazing, man, and just go ahead and just get some depth, bro. Because if you remember, man, in 2020 they won because of their depth. They didn't win because they had stars. They won because of their depth. And if you put the right team around AD and LeBron, bro, you could compete for a championship as soon as right now.
Yeah.
You don't need another superstar, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need the depth, because if AD go down, you need to build a team that can at least hold it in the road. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hate the big three model, bro. Like that era is done. You know what I mean? For the most part,
it's
done.
been over for a couple of years, bro. It's been, to be honest with you, bro.
And it never really was as popping as people think. You know what I mean? The dudes who did it, like one team was LeBron, so he was going to be at some point he was going to be dominating anyways. Like I said, the Celtics won one. You know what I mean?
Yep,
so it's like
the Heat
all
won
these,
2.
Yeah, these all these other attempts at them.
Golden State won 2 out of 4.
Yeah, but Golden State was more of a home.
So like never labeled a big three.
Yeah, no, that's right. And then when they won it the first time, especially, you know, like when KD jumped on the wagon after, it was different. But they built that team from scratch. So it's like, I give them their props for that first ring without being labeled like a big three.
Even what I tell people with that, and I just want to give you your credit, fam. Listen to you, you know your shit. I like to see like you and Eldo on the panel, like just
I appreciate you, man.
Business and the moves and just the other stuff. You know your shit for real. I was just listening, like, yo, this dude, you need to be on the podcast more. He an asset.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Even with the big three, that whole narrative and era, like it's still hard to win. No, like you feel what I'm saying? If you think of all those teams minus the Golden State team, it's a lot of stuff still got to go right for you to win. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, with the big three with LeBron and them, the 2012 they was down 3-2 on the road. Even with that, Bosh got hurt in the Indiana series. People forget that. You know what I mean? It was just Wade and LeBron, and Wade was struggling in that Boston game. Even on the road, LeBron had to pull some shit never seen in the playoffs on the road. Like, you feel me?
People he was crazy in that. He was crazy in that game, bro.
He looked possessed in that game, bro.
Yeah, he snatched their souls, man.
And that's on that. You got to have heroics. You got to stay healthy. All that. Look at KD. Who knows? He tears his Achilles and ending that whole Golden State thing. Like, you feel what I'm saying? A lot of things have to go right for you to win. I don't care, big three, big four, whatever. You still got to play the games, bro.
Yeah, still got to go out there and compete and make it happen. You right about that, bro.
Tell you.
Yeah, so like those type of, I feel like when you look at like most of the dynasties, like they've all been like depth and like, you know, and it's like you'll get, you know, I mean, like I said, I think no matter what, Braun was going to have his day in the sun, right? He was going to have his, whether it was a big three or something else, and people blame him for that thing, but he had to adapt to what Boston did, you know. So it's like they made a move, he just made a better move, and then KD made a better move. You know what I mean? And eventually it just died out because teams didn't want to start paying all that damn tax.
Yeah, I hate that KD got killed the way he got killed for that move. I mean, I didn't think it was the best move, but at the end of the day, I understood it because he, like, the way that they try to come at players for not having championships, bro, it kind of forces players to want to do that because they like, yo, I gotta win a championship by any means.
And I heard someone on the other day on another panel was saying that basically like Karl Malone was trashed and put up empty stats his whole career and achieved nothing because he didn't win a ring. But that's crazy, bro. like
disrespect, bro.
Yeah, I hate when dudes are like, we all want to see dudes get a ring, right? Or selfishly, we just want to see what they're capable of when they're playing for a ring. Do they fold? Do they not? You know what I mean? Like, we want to see what they're made of. But I don't think you're a complete bum because you didn't win a ring, though. That's just, that's just me.
Yeah,
but,
think about how many people Jordan kept from winning the ring, and so all them guys are bummed just because they didn't win a ring in Jordan there. Like, that's crazy. That sounds crazy. Yeah. The way they disrespect the 90s and are in the
that
80s
model
was just crazy.
That model was created with the whole Jordan, whole mystique, everything, the ring thing. Like, that's when that became a benchmarker. So I think it's a false thing that just come to create and hold everybody to that standard because there was so many greats without. And then you have people with more rings than Jordans or more rings than this one. Like, it was an argument earlier about Pippen and all these other players. Pippen has more rings than most of the small forwards that people put before him, but he never argued in the top 10. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like it's just a lot. They only use the ring narratives to if it's like benefits their player. That's why I don't like to use the ring.
Yeah, and even if LeBron went on a 3-peat one right now and ends up with 7, they're gonna be like, well, he wasn't 6-0.
He lost exactly. So
it's like, come on, man. So now a dude gets punished for going to the finals. Like, it's crazy. Like,
never.
Like that year that he lost to Golden State, well, multiple times, but that first year when he was no Kevin Love, no Kyrie, I mean,
exactly.
What he did in that series was, and I know they made him work, and I know his field goal percentage wasn't what it should have been, but that's because he was alone. It was just him and Delly. Like, come on.
And bro, if you and see, you think like me, so I thought the same thing. And what did it for me was listening to Draymond and JJ Redick talk about that series. It was before Draymond had his podcast. He was on Redick.
Yeah, I heard that one.
The only reason why we won that is because we limit them to the 50-50. The goal was to start winning the 50-50s. We let LeBron go off for 40. He could get his 40, but stopping Dellavedova from getting all these loose balls, that was the decider. Once we won the 50-50 balls, we took advantage of the series. You would never think that because that ain't on paper. But those little things, extra possessions and all that, I'm telling you, that's it. That lead the wins, bro. In close games, that's what it comes down to a lot of times. So
it's the small details that win the championships, bro. Everybody thinks it's always just the scoring and the defense. No, it's the small things, bro. It's who's willing to fight for it more. That, you know what I'm saying? And it's the small details that always win you the championships.
And you got to have role players that aren't scared, like they're on the road. You know what I mean? So role players that play well on the road, like that's gold right there. Like, because a lot of role players play better at home. That's why in the bubble, like that's all we said, a bubble's interesting because like these role players are gonna ball out even when it's technically a road game, right? Because to them it's the same court, same, you know. And I'm not one of those bubble bashers. I feel the bubble was harder, and it's not just because my team won. I would have said that if any team won, and that's just being honest.
It made everybody fair. Nobody was ranked home court, none of that. Like it was fair game. Like no matter whether you was the best team or worse. Like
it's not. It's not our fault. Like the Clippers chose, you know, strip clubs and wings over rings. That's not our fault. You know what I mean? It's not our fault.
They chose.
Every player who was in that bubble said it was so mentally draining, bro. So that's why when people say like, "Oh, it was a bubble championship," I have to go against them, bro, because every player who was down there said, bro, it was so hard to play in that bubble. Every player said that.
Yeah, my job told me I had to go somewhere and stay in a hotel and see no one, be away from my family for 2 months and give the same effort and like that. Bro, that's tough. That's tough. And then when your family get there, they got to stay in a hotel by themselves for 2 weeks before they can even see you. Like you can tell me my wife is 2 buildings away and I can't even go see her. You know what I mean? Like,
and I think LeBron benefited because he's been through so much adversity in his career, like moments and all that. So like locking in, preparing guys, understanding what it takes off on the court, you know, 0 dark 30. He was not saying used to that because it still was, you know what I mean, tough for him, but like he was locked in. Like he seized the moment.
Yeah, that's kind of his routine already as far as like what you're saying. He already kind of tightens his
family. I don't think Savannah and them came. They was out like you feel me? Locked in. It was new for a lot of guys. So
and it was funny because every time when they went down 0-1 to Portland, it's like, Lakers are in trouble. Exactly. And then when they beat Portland, they're like, Portland ain't nothing. And then they're down 0-1 to Houston. Lakers are in trouble. Then they smack them and like, the Rockets ain't nothing. But the Rockets were something when they were 1-0, right? So come on.
and people forget that, fam, and I say that. And this is my last point to that. The third one that you forgot. The world will diminish the bubble and say it's a bubble ring, right? But the whole world from Stephen A. on down still wanted to see the Clippers and the Lakers finally match up. The whole world, because we was waiting for that all season, bubble or not. So
we still waiting for
the Clippers choke. All the bubble don't mean nothing now. Yeah, I was still waiting to see that series, but the Clippers ain't come through with their part. Listen to LeBron talk about that when he was in his shop on that. He was like, yo, I couldn't believe it. They was telling me, I said, nah, this ain't happening. They was all prepared to play for the Clippers. They had scouted, they had practice for him and all that. Like he breaks that whole, when he got the news they choked. He couldn't believe it, bro.
Yeah, I watched that same episode too, bro. It was crazy, like just hearing them say like how hyped up they were for it, bro, and then to see it go down the way it went down. Yeah, it was crazy.
That's the Clipper Darryl curse, bro. Clipper Darryl curse. Clipper Darryl curse, bro.
He couldn't beat it, right?
That boy. I've sat next to that dude at games. I do it every. You respect his fanhood, but I gotta be doing too much.
That was a scary choke because like them boys was in double digits like most of them games.
Yeah,
they give up them
15,
leads,
20-point leads,
and late in
never
games.
Seen that with choke with 2 super like that's been crazy. They call LeBron versus Dallas a choke, but like. People don't understand. Like they had after they blew that, after going up, they could have went up 2-0 when Dallas came back from that big 20. they regained the series, right? Was it 2-1 or 3-2? They was so like they have regained. It's just nobody they wasn't defining their roles. Like Wade ain't passed the keys. That we lost 10 games that season. People don't know in the last like minute of the game, like they didn't know who was the closer. So we struggled with that all year. Like with that first victory. Like you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know what killed them? What really killed them was they didn't have a point guard to set up to get them easy looks.
Yeah,
like when
that
they was
too.
going, when they was
all trying to find all that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so like when Denver was going on them runs, they didn't have a point guard that could slow them down and, you know what I'm saying, and help them run the offense and control the pace. That's what really killed them.
He stepped up.
Yeah, so it's but Bubble Murray was ridiculous too, man. He was.
Oh yeah,
God, man, he was on one in the bubble, bro.
Hey,
he was.
Him and Mitchell was going crazy at each other. What? That was the best
flashes of it now, but them boys, they was different, man. Different.
Yeah, they were dummy. I was just like, dude, what is?
Those
were fun games to watch.
That's where Phoenix got their momentum. You remember they won
they got 8-0, right?
Yeah, they got hot, and they carried that momentum to that next season. Like people forget all these things. I watched every game, every team. Feel me? Because you got to think, we was all inside. Nobody was outside, so all we had to do was watch basketball. Now the bubble don't count. I was watching more basketball than ever. Nobody was outside. It was a pandemic. We didn't go nowhere. So it don't mean nothing. It ain't, that bubble wasn't shit. You was watching the most basketball, the most narrative, the most news ever during that time. So
they only say that because if any other team but the Lakers would have won, bro, they wouldn't be saying that.
Well, it was double kill. It was Lakers and it was LeBron. So
facts.
Double up.
He was supposed to be done 3-4 years ago. He'll never win another ring. Whatever.
He didn't care about basketball no more.
Yep, he came to LA just for to shoot the movie. I remember all those narratives, man.
We got ahead of Bird on the points list. We gonna let Lowe get out that pot, and I'm gonna tell him.
Oh, Kareem listening to the FYF. I was over there earlier. I was on
there the other day. It was my first time on there. I had a good time over there with them. Lamar was cool.
I wish Elder and Ticket TV would have pulled up. Just so they could cross brand. Like, you feel me? It would have been fine. But
you know you got that APP card. I'm about to tell you why. All right, go ahead. I want here. So when Brady used your credit card, they had this little paper machine, and they put your card over the paper.
Whoa, I think he just dipped out. What was that dude's name that was in here?
Loyalty.
Loyalty.
Yeah,
he's dope, man.
Yeah, he is. Loyalty. Yeah,
you got some. You got a lot of knowledge with people on your panel, Kareem.
That's what it's about. Yeah, that's what it's about. But yo, y'all gonna come through tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I'm always gonna support you, my brother.
I appreciate you guys. Y'all held it down. Y'all kept people here. We still got a lot of people here. I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Everybody in the chat, keep it going. Y'all got great conversations on the side. Like I said, I don't care about numbers as much as some people. My thing, I'm a knowledgeable people over here. Yeah. People who know the game. Like you get good. That was a good conversation. Both of y'all. Dre did his thing. You know, Jeffrey did your thing. You know, Loyalty came in just now. Even the guys earlier. Now I got to run out. Q. I had to
I'm gonna drop my IG in the private chat real quick for you.
That's what I was just about to ask you, Reem. Do you still be doing the how you be like talk with people about their podcast and all that? Because I think he'll be a good sit-in for you.
Do I talk to people about what you mean on you mean the Beat 139?
No, I mean you know how like you used to like pull guys up and used to talk about like how they got into podcasting and how they got
interview people.
Yeah, interview. You still be doing that? Or
not? I'm gonna start it back up. Remember I stopped because people like But yeah,
Jeff would be a good read for you. I think he'll be a good interview for you.
Yeah, Jeff is dope.
No, I appreciate y'all, man.
Dope. When I start back, I definitely will do that. This your IG right here?
Yeah, that's my IG. I put in the private chat.
Here go my IG.
I think I'm already following you. I think I got you on the last one because we're talking about your cologne and your wine, right?
Yeah, I ain't see you because I normally follow people right back.
Man, did I
follow you followed me?
Yeah. Let me see here.
Marion, what's good, bro?
Let me just check real quick.
Yeah, but salute to you, Reem, man. Appreciate you, man.
Lakers Kareem. Lakers _ Kareem, right?
Lakers _ Kareem.
Yeah, I'm following you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm on there.
Lakers _ Kareem, right?
So just hit Hit me up because I'll definitely probably caught some wine from you.
Yeah. When you ready, just.
I gotta buy something. I gotta buy something for my wife for being on these panels for so much.
Yeah, we got fragrance for her. Nice fragrance, some high end fragrance. You know.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, I'll support for sure.
I can't keep the stream up, Marian, because the thing is, this thing is hot, and I'm be going, and I don't want.
Yeah.
You know, leave that on the charger like that.
So they're asking if I have a YouTube. Can I throw mine out here?
Yeah.
I just want to ask permission. I want to be respectful. You know what I mean?
Nah, I listen. Go subscribe to him.
Yeah. So mine is at Empire Jeff TV. So I've got a couple things I'm starting up. The Agree to Disagree podcast, which is more like barbershop back and forth, and I got We Love LA, which is basically Lakers and Dodgers.
You ain't start yet.
Started the Agree to Disagree. We Love LA's coming a little after the trade deadline, but it's all ready to go.
You about to start.
Yeah, I'm trying to build a network, like a podcast network. So just a bunch of things under the umbrella. So I'll talk to you about that too. But
yeah, we could definitely get up and one thing about me, man, that's what it's about. To me, I like people want to spread around and go different, because some people don't watch TV no more. They be on these channels. They go from my channel to Ticket to a lot of different channels. They just move around, which is good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People can support everybody. You know what I'm saying? But that's definitely a good thing.
So I appreciate you having me on here. Let me in, and I know you gotta get out of here.
That's another way how you could you come. See, that's the thing. But I don't have the time. I be wanting to go on more people like platforms, but it's like if I do mine, y'all know me. I be running, then I be tired.
Yeah. I feel you.
So it'd be hard. Like somebody channel up, I'm like, damn, I was going live today, or I'm going live in 5-10 minutes. So it's like most people go live around the same time in the evenings, 8 o'clock, like Eastern time. It'd be 5 o'clock out there, West Coast. So everybody like kind of bump heads. Like I be wanting to go on platforms. That's the way you could grow too. Like if you're on panels and people see you know what you're talking about.
But I got a little different vibe. I'm trying to do this. I'm not going to do as many lives. There's, like I said, a lot of people in that lane. And I don't do live stream during games, like, because I want to watch the game. I'll participate in some panels, but I'll be in and out. But so it's but I got some stuff I'll talk to you about.
Yeah, I like uploads too. I people like really talking me into lives. I really like uploads too.
Yeah.
Like I could do it like uploads, But the live is cool because you interact with people. You know what I'm saying? I like to give people, chance to get in. That's why like all week I'm be going heavy because it's trade deadlines. Really, Monday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday on out. I'm going every day. Miles, what up, bro? I'm be on every day from Sunday on. I probably ain't gonna come on probably Friday and Saturday. Like as far as live, I'm do uploads.
Yeah.
But Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, because trades is gonna heat up.
Yes, sir.
Because if you look at this year, a lot of teams is no clear. Like you look at like, damn, it's nobody. They tell you right now, that's all you got $1,000. You can either keep your $1,000 or you have to put money. It's no clear cut. You can't. It's nobody you can sit there and say, "Oh, this team gonna win."
Yeah.
I've never seen it like this.
It's the most wide open I can remember.
Exactly.
That's what's gonna make it so fun though, because you don't know.
Yeah, that's gonna make it fun, and it's good fun for the YouTubers like Kareem and that, because it's like it brings so much more attention to it and so much more opinions. You know what I mean? Because everyone got it's gonna be fun. I can't wait for it.
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy, and I think it's gonna be right now. It's like nobody know, but it's gonna. I don't know who. I ain't saying it's gonna be Lakers. It could be anybody. It's gonna be one trade that people gonna be like, they're gonna be favorite. People gonna look at them as favorite. Marcel, what up, bro?
Yeah, like that Pau Gasol trade that came out of nowhere when the Lakers pulled that off, and it's like, that just made them the ones.
Mm-hmm.
Took them time though, but that was a huge deal. So something like that. But I'm gonna get up out of here, and y'all have a good night, safe
All
night.
right, thanks everybody who came through DC for the Q.
Appreciate
Mileage,
you,
all you guys who just came in. Marcel, SD Hydro in the building. See you guys later. All right, Dre. All right, Jeff.